Welcome
Welcome
to Timeline Talks.
to the Timeline Talks.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you live in Technicolor from the beautiful Hollywood Hills, California. The show where the total retail price of their advice is $0. This is Timeline Talks. Featuring guest stars, Morph action figure collector Kapla. It's Stars and Garden. Also featuring Joey. Have you ever been in a Turkish prison? Look out! It's Automaton 2000. And now the man with the chatter. He doesn't have a bladder. Here's your host, Captain Idol and Cranky.
Yes, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Timeline Talks, your premium exclusive #1 show for Star Trek Timelines, the only Star Trek Timeline show around. Just before you hear anything else, there isn't anything going on YouTube today. Absolutely not. This is the place to be. I am joined, as always, by my ever faithful, ever wonderful co-host, Automaton and Stars and Garters. And joining us is the man himself, the champion of the hour, the triumphant finisher. It is Cranky from the Sunclose Fleet. How does it feel to be at the very top of your game right now, knowing there are no more highs, no more mountains left to conquer? That final country has been conquered in the words of Alexander the Great. You have finally hit everything, for you can only weep for your future.
Well, since it's the last ever Timeline Talks, I might as well announce that I'm quitting the game. I've won everything.
There we go.
No, it's brilliant. It was great.
Awesome. That was quite... We'll get on to event winners in a minute. Obviously going to be praising your name, but that was quite the finish, because you weren't #1 until literally, 15 minutes before the end?
10 to 15 minutes, yeah.
Good Lord.
It was 10.
Well, as they say in sports, you don't get credit for being #1 in the race for 90% of the race. You get credit for being #1 at the end.
Crossing that finish line.
Exactly.
So yes, we have got an action-packed show for you tonight. We are going to be talking about event winners in a minute. We're going to spin that wheel for our sub-winner for the show titles. Also, we have our very own giveaway tonight. We're going to be giving away, hopefully, if the web store does what it should not be saying, but it is still, we will have 10 premium packs to give away very soon, which I'm going to activate the command in a moment. So we'll have 10 premium 10x premium packs to give away to a lucky winner who will enter very soon. We also are going to have WRG watch, because apparently Ben decided, you know what, I'm going to do my own stream on a Wednesday at 8:30 on UK time. So we're going to watch him.
Look, it was physically impossible for them to schedule at any other time, Idol. I don't think you understand.
No.
The stars have to be in a very specific proximity.
Yeah,
otherwise,
absolutely.
the whole thing's off,
Look, that's very flattering to our wonderful Timeline Talks viewers. He knows you guys are the audience to have, so
Yes.
he wanted to have you too.
So instead of you guys going over to his stream, you can watch it here. We're going to be watching it with you. So isn't that nice? And the whole time you can still enter our wonderful giveaway. We're going to talk about the 9.1 patch as well as going all through all the crew and maybe do a beholder meter. But let us go over here. Oops,
By the way, I saw Pahura in chat earlier. I don't think I've ever seen her in chat before. I'm wearing a cat shirt right now, so this is for you.
Nice.
She'll love
Alright.
that.
Let's spin that wheel for our winner of a sub. Cold, please get in touch when your sub expires and we will buy you another one. We will sort you out. So congratulations, Cold. Let's talk about event winners, shall we?
Mr. AFB himself.
Indeed. Let's talk about the previous event. And the winner was Tahoe, who has been famously beaten this week, but Tahoe did win. Sorry, no, we'll get to you. Hang on a moment. Hold on.
I'm going to watch the VOD of this, and I'm going to slow it down to like 0.25 times speed, and I'm going to watch Cranky's face there, and it's going to be like, hey, look, if you watch, you can see the exact moment his heart rips in half.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So Tahoe won 5 of 5 shacks. Congratulations also, and not so many people that we know on this one. So at number 2 to Mirror Bri, going to assume that's regular Bri, but on the other side of the universe. Breen. Number 4 is the Crafty Binars, which I'm I'm going to assume it is Wide Brim. Number 7, AJ Walk 9. 37, This Cisco. And 47, we don't know them, but we love your name, Uranus Unlimited. I thought that was quite a nice. And for the following week, the winner, your boy, Cranky, winning his own 5 of 5. All in Owasakan, all in Cranky, I'm going to call you from now on.
Yeah.
Because you were literally all in. Other names,
I was.
quite a few. Number 2, Tahoe, until the very end. Number 3, This Cisco. Number 5, AJ Warp 9. Number 9, Cat Person herself, Pahura.
Red alarm, red alarm, red alarm.
HZL, SC. Why are my lights not doing their thing? Bizarre. Okay. They're supposed to go red. Anyway, number 11, Walt Koenig. Number 12,
Are you
James
absolutely
Kirk.
sure you want to go to red? It does mean changing the bowl.
It does mean change the... Yes. Thank you, Crime. Number 12, James T. Coke. 14, Siete. 15, Naaman. 19, Cole. 28, Blue Angel. 42, Travelling Man. 49, Gazoo. So, Cranky, tell me about your strategy. What was the plan? Like, what are your hot tips for getting that number 1 place? And I'm going to assume you didn't do the whole, what Tahoe did, and buy your way to the top at the start.
I didn't. But I had no plan. I'm not one of these people who has a plan or a strategy particularly. I literally just went, I'm going all in. I used a load of tokens and a load of boosts for the shuttle phase, and I tapped like crazy in phase 2. And that was literally it. That was it. I knew that if I could keep the gap down to somewhere near 2 million, I had hope, I had a chance. And it paid off.
I mean, we were in a chat with you at the time, just sort of like looking at that gap, and we had people who would just kind of go, 2.8 million, 2.5 million, the gap is shortening, and you're sitting there going, I've still got this many super rares. It was quite exciting.
13,000 super rares I got to.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. That was when I started cashing in. Well, I'd cashed in up to the 15 for 4,850, and then I got 13,000 on top of that.
Out of curiosity, what is your tapping material? Because I often find with like skirmishes like Galaxy, I need to put something on to watch while, because otherwise like my brain just goes numb. Were you watching anything while you were doing it, or just staring at Tahoe's name like, I'll kill you?
Yeah, checking the leaderboard. No, I had YouTube on for most of it, listening to, I just had Metallica or something on, and some comfort music.
Nice.
But I did watch a fair bit of TNG as well, and a couple of classic films like Starsky and Hutch, things like that.
Yeah, the Timeline Stocks intro on repeat for 4 hours.
Yeah, just rolling round and round.
No, he's
clearly he was
Genos.
listening to Saint Anger just over and over again.
Oh, no, it's absolutely fantastic. Would you do it again? That's the real thing.
Possibly. If I mean, for me, it comes down to time mostly. This weekend, I had the time. I had nothing else to do, and I had the inventory available to me and the crons available to do it. So I did it. If that comes around again, I might do it again. It won't be a skirmish, and it won't be a faction though.
Once you get the itch, it's kind of hard to stop.
I was gonna say, like, you cut that a little bit differently. That's basically a wrestling promo you just threw out. It's like it may happen again. You don't know. At any one time, I may just feel it, and then I'll just come in and ruin your day.
The urge takes me.
What kind of wrestling are you watching, dude?
This is British
The
wrestling.
fun
We're all very
kinds.
civil.
Yes.
Ooh, one day I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do another event. Ooh, yeah.
Amazing. Just a Ben update. He's not started streaming yet, so we can talk about the 9.1.
Ben, watch.
Yes. The 9.1 patch. So this is hit certain. I think it's hit Amazon and Samsung. Devices not hit Apple. I haven't got it yet. It hasn't hit Apple stuff yet. But there are a few things in there. Are a few little bugs as well, which I think they're trying to iron out. But it will be required at some point to force update to it before. I think he said September the 6th or 9th, something like that. So you will have to update. The sooner the better, really. There are numerous fleece improvements. Yes, jumpers are improved all around, but also fleet boss battle improvements, including things that generally, I think one of the most important ones here is the ability to search in the vault when you search for a crew in your nerds and your nerds and your I can't talk tonight and your nodes and directly unfreeze them from the vault, which is absolutely invaluable for anyone that has to jump between screens. So that's one of the better improvements.
For me, the big improvement is the extended reward thresholds, because that means
Absolutely.
even your lesser rosters can pitch in. We can all contribute toward the same goal, and I think someone maybe said they were gonna mix up some of the belligerent awards too, so that even people on lower bridges can keep up with that too. But we'll see. I'm happy about that, because I won't feel like I'm left out if I spend my valor. I don't have to bank up valor and let that waste or anything like that. I can just play whatever the rest of the fleet's playing.
Definitely shouting out this Cisco, who's been the absolute champion for Belligerent 1 being added to Ultra Nightmare, which is, I think that's kind of one of the things that has to be needed, doesn't it? No one would hate that. General says, someone else take over from Idle. Do you know how long I've been asking these guys, please, someone else host this for once? Don't let me
And we will just lay back like, lol, lamau.
We like to watch you suffer.
It's true, actually. We all sit there and we watch you. We watch like eagles to make sure that you don't fuck up that intro, and every time you don't get a beating.
It's pretty much every week you get to beating them.
Yeah, pretty much.
He drives all the way up to see me. The several hours drive. Yeah, you got it wrong again.
See you next week.
No, I just buy a Blu-ray of the motion picture and I snap it in front of him.
Oh.
And I make sure it's the 4K version as well.
Well reminded, Auto. Shall we start the giveaway? I need to set it to a reasonable time, but let's start the giveaway. You could win.
No, hold on. We got to do it while Ben's streaming to make sure they're actually watching us.
Oh, that's true. Maybe we'll hold off just for a little bit longer.
Red alarm. Red alarm.
Has he started
Red
streaming yet?
alarm.
Let's see if he starts. Thank you for following Wesley S. Abney. We love your patronage. Thank you very much. Okay, there are a few other things. Then there is now a reroll. Well, there's combo chain buffs, which is going to be a set of limited buffs available to that particular battle, which can be rerolled. Did they say what the currency was for rerolling? Or is it just going to be...
You know what it's going to be. It's going to be dilithium.
Yeah.
Credits.
It's not going to be Sam, is it?
Yeah, very true, yeah. Not going to be more merits.
Oh, well, Frank will die if that's the instance.
I have a deep, dark secret confession to make. I don't care about trait matching, so like I just let the rest of the fleet do that, and I'm just like bashing damage, and so thank you guys for taking care of that for me.
You're that guy. Also, that guy.
I am that guy.
This is why he got kicked out of our fleet. He wasn't contributing.
That's right, we've got one. We've got Jenna.
We were begging and scraping for him to stay, but he didn't.
Roy Kirk's calling you
We
right
miss
now.
him dearly.
Oh yeah, they're calling me out. Well, whatever. Hey, it's my birthday. I can say whatever I want. You can't kick me out.
Yeah, happy birthday also. Sorry, I was told before the show that I wasn't actually supposed to tell people about that, and I'm very sorry.
Yeah, but then you started picking on me, so whatever.
Okay.
I'll pull that card out if I need to.
Fair enough. Yes, so yeah, there's these combo chain buffs which do things like increase damage, more health, things like that, which can be applied. And I believe they're applied to air. Do you know what? I've not looked into too much. We think we won't know until we start playing with it.
Yeah, it's not like you're running a news show about this or anything.
No, that's
okay. Yeah, so the reroll starts at 15 dilithium up to 50, so it's probably going to be something like.
There we go. Thank you for subscribing.
Twitch with J. So it's probably going to be a cost just like skirmish 15, 25, 50, something like that, which we'll see. I mean, I have heard a lot of people saying they're buying dilithium for more, or spending dilithium for more valor to try to knock down some of these big bosses.
Yeah.
So if this ends up being cheaper to do it this way, maybe people will do that instead. We'll see.
Yeah, you can definitely see the value of people building up a load of valor to go, we need one Ultra Nightmare in, let's do this, and then talking about how's Cranky, how's Suncoast doing with fleet boss battles? Because you are the admiral of the Suncoast fleet, for those that aren't aware.
I am.
Craig is like, I've been too busy winning events. I can't keep up with everything at once.
Yeah.
I just.
Well, during this event, we actually did Ultra Nightmare for the first time. Completed, went for the finish.
Nice.
And
any extra valor bought, or was it all completely fleet damage?
there was a few that sort of went and bought a little bit extra. But yeah, no, we got it done in under 6 hours, I think, or something stupid.
Jesus. Okay. Wow.
That's good.
It was
That's
a lot
really
easier
good.
than we expected.
Yeah. Oh, excellent. So the other thing, and this one is probably one of my complaints, is they've put a new button. So all our complaints about the new UI, you wanted more buttons, more menus. There is now a button for fleet boss battles. But Cranky, tell us what's wrong now. What's happened? What went wrong?
Well, we've got the new button stacked on top of the other button, and
it's a tiny button.
And it's a tiny little button, even though there's a great big gap on the right-hand side of the screen they could have put it in. But they've also managed to lose crew retrieval.
Woo! That was too good for you anyway.
Yeah, who needs it? Who needs it? Do it the old school way.
Absolutely. Yeah, so there's a new button. So they're rearranging menus yet again. So you get confused and you want to go, oh, where's boss battles gone? It's in there somewhere, or the whole, your captain's bridge in there as well. One day they'll get someone to go like, let's look at this and arrange it logically. Because remember, I still miss cadets being there. I do not want to hit a menu for cadets. I'm still on that whole. I haven't recovered after how long it's been. A year for finding that. And people have got small phones.
Idle, are you just shaking at the cloud and saying
Absolutely,
I don't like change?
I'm Abe Simpson.
Right.
I knew you said Abe Lincoln, but no, that's a different crew.
To be fair, they have 1 million different devices that people play on.
Yeah.
Trying to get the resolution and UI to line up on all of them is a losing battle. So
Well, this is
we had a little taste of that when Big Book launched with because it was also available on mobile right from the start. And for the every couple hours someone would message, hey, this is messed up here, and Namer's pulling his hair out trying to make sure it lined up everywhere. So
yeah. Other little changes. Crew will be shown on the unlock screen instead of the captain's avatar, which is nice, so you can actually see who was the crew that unlocked it. The other one as well, traits will remain after unlocking a node. The extra threshold traits will not be grayed out. A lot of other stuff. There's also a few things they didn't announce as well. Ship abilities can now be previewed. Oh, very nice. Oh, a nice food. I've had that. That's very nice. Ship abilities can be previewed on the behold screen. So when you get a big behold and ships turn up, you can actually now preview them. And see their abilities, even though you've not got no choice to take them, but you can see if it's a new crew or new ship, and see what they are. Crew are no longer busy when they're on fleet boss battles, and bridge buffs will now have Roman numerals. So we've gone even further back. They can't put a comma in the 10 million victory points you need to get in a fucking galaxy, but they can put Roman numerals in. So why don't we just use Roman numerals for the damage rewards in the fleet boss battles?
what is that, like VVVVVVVV?
LCX VVI or something like that.
Look, Idle, I don't think you understand. The iPad keyboard that they use to input all those stupid Unicode apostrophes, it just can't handle commas, okay?
No.
That part of the screen is busted, and they won't pay for a new dev kit, so you're just gonna have to deal with it.
I'm just waiting for the Latin patch where everything is like Romanus L. Kirkos Des Ellis Judoku. Right, okay. I want to talk about the giveaway because Ben's taking his time and I really want to launch this. So, giveaway in a moment. I'm going to press the button. We're going to launch it. Everyone is eligible to enter. If you want to redeem it, everyone apart from these guys. We're going to play fair. Well, Cranky can apply. Yeah,
It's
sorry,
my
I have
birthday.
to play fair because I don't want to look like we're being favourites. I had a little chat with all our mods and just said, please don't apply for this one because I want our audience. We don't want another. Oh look, Genos won. What a strange coincidence.
We'll just make you buy a second one if one of us
Yeah,
wins
thanks.
it.
So how this will
Just
work
keep on
is
spinning it until...
when you win the giveaway, send me a message on Discord and tell me your DB ID, and we will sort you out with. Hopefully, it will still be the 10 for 10 pack that's available, even though it expired yesterday. Who knows what's really going on there? And to apply, I'm just going to start it now.
Good point,
Giveaway-
Genos. If I quit the show now, am I eligible? What's the statute
You've
of
tried to quit
limitations
so many
on that?
times, I've not let you. Yes, so hit exclamation mark giveaway to apply, and yeah, there we go. It's starting to come in. Hopefully, may the best person win, and I will I will finish the giveaway at some point. It says cancel giveaway. I'm hoping I can finish it in 180 minutes. It will stop.
Well, I guess we're stuck here for 180 minutes.
Well, I am anyway, so we'll get a winner at some point. I really didn't think that through. What if I hit cancel? Hang on, let me just hit cancel and see what happens.
Keep in mind, guys, I am
Okay,
watching
stop
the
hitting
chat,
giveaway.
and if I see anyone who is not who is a mod, I will kill you.
Okay, sorry, I just stopped the giveaway. You'll have to reapply in a second. Sorry, because I'm not going to sit here for 180 minutes. Right, I'm now restarted the giveaway. Re-enter again is now set for 90 minutes. So an hour and a half, we will have a winner. Please, sorry about that. Yeah, well, it's the first time we've done this. I see fucking auto. I saw that. Can I kick people? How can I kick people?
It's an upside down exclamation mark.
Oh,
it's
that's
completely
okay, that's
above
okay,
board.
then. So yes, we'll keep reminding you halfway through. Keep entering the giveaway. Hopefully, this will be something we'll do. Maybe we'll try and do this regularly if this works. We'll see.
The bot's telling them you can only enter one time. You should put their names so we know who's spamming it.
Nice. Right. Okay. Guys, anything else you want to go on about Fleet boss battles? Like, I realise the three of us haven't really spoken much about it recently. And Cranky, I don't know if you've got anything more. What's your overall impressions so far? How have your combined fleets? I know Auto, you're now in a different fleet to us. Like, how's IPA doing with the whole thing?
They're doing pretty fine. I mean, we're doing Ultra Nightmare on the weekends now. And I don't know how much dilithium, if any, is being used, but we handle it pretty well. And the rest of the time, either a nightmare or for a while we're throwing in a couple normals and brutals. But with these revamped threshold rewards, I think it's going to come down to what special boss.
Red alarm.
Thank you, Sunfire, for joining.
Either I talk too much or people wait till I start talking to do it. That's the. With the revamped rewards, I think it's going to come down to what boss destruction rewards you need. So, but I feel like this is all kind of perfunctory because they kind of knew how this first rollout was going to go. I think the storm is coming a couple months down the line. We're going to see, can people finish in time? What happens when you have multiple bosses, multiple bridges, and that whole cluster F. So I think it's smooth sailing at the moment, and I hope people start to get to those juicy rewards at the end of the bridge. And I will reiterate, just where I'm at, the rewards seem to be coming very, very slowly compared to other game systems. So
all I want is when that second boss drops is for them to have forgotten to take out the other asset, so you just have like the crystalline entity or whatever it's going to be inside the planet killer stacked up on top, and they're both just like, I want that more than anything else. I want it to be like the lower decks intro where they just keep on stacking new threats into it.
Oh, that's
what I want.
I think it'd be interesting if they do like something like the crystalline entity. I don't know why everyone's hooked on the crystalline entity. We assume it's going to be TNG, and that makes the most logical sense. But if it's going to be the crystalline entity, I just kind of want the planet killer in the background, just sort of watching.
No, it's like slightly peeking behind the planet,
across
like
the screen.
Yeah. Definitely.
Me on my way to steal your girl.
So everybody loves pets in game, right? Pets or mounts or whatever. What if when you get to bridge level 20 and you've beaten the boss a million times, you get a shrunk down version of it? It's like a little shuttlecraft that flies around next to your ship, It like orbits your chosen vessel.
You get to be the planet killer. I think that's how they do that, yeah.
You just put a windsock on your ship of choice and it just dangles out on the antenna.
But then what happens after two or three bosses down the line when you've got a planet killer, a crystalline entity,
you just get
and
loads
various
of
other just floating around your ship?
You can imagine it. Oh, clump
but then they get to add a new menu button. Then you can just hit the choose, and then it's like they get to stack more buttons.
Just menus the game.
I think they should add a avatar at bridge level 20, just so you can, be proud that you beat the thing.
That would be good.
Honestly, I would take 1 million avatars over trash like replicator rations or training. Like I don't.
An avatar for something like that makes a lot more sense than an avatar for the end of the Uber campaign.
Yeah. Definitely.
Do you want to buy the avatar or do you want to earn the avatar?
Yeah.
What?
So Evans of Wales in chat brings up the Edo probe, which I have to say, the Edo Guardian is the most annoying thing in Birth of the Federation, because if you're not affiliated with them and you enter their system, every single turn it initiates combat, so you have to hail if you want to avoid it. And then if you're in a 3-way battle with one of the opposing, Cardassian or whatever, you have to like hail them the whole time, every single turn, or the Edo will destroy your fleet. So that's what I have to say about that.
I think
Yes, the notably powerful and destructive and aggressive Edo.
Well, no, the Edo Guardian is powerful.
I think we
Did
definitely
it even
need-
attack the Enterprise?
No.
No, but it spoke very loudly and it shook Picard on the ship when he was talking.
Oh, well, you know.
My children.
Yeah.
We definitely need Auto's Birth of the Federation on Timelines Talks Plays game. We need to figure out how that happens because I feel like you're the best person to demo that game. Like that
It's
needs
got
to
more engaging mechanics, you know.
That's
That's
very
all I'll
true.
say.
Yeah. Who would you play as? Who would you be? Because I always tend to.
I'm always the Federation.
You're always
Red
the
alarm.
Federation.
Red alarm.
Because I don't
Red
fucking follow
alarm.
him. You're always the Federation. I always kind of went Cardassian because they're.
All right, Spoonhead.
That tracks.
Says more about you.
Racial slurs, Jesus. I want
You,
to
Cardi.
do this.
You Spoonie.
Come take over your planet, enslave your population, and make an ugly space station over your population, and make you work in the mines.
Look, Idol, all I'm saying is I don't hate you, I hate what I became because of you.
I think that's the slogan of this show, really, isn't it?
yeah, basically.
Oh. But yeah. No, I always went with Cardassians or the Romulans because I remember being like Federation or Klingon. You just get, if you didn't have a high enough internal security rating, you would just get hammered. So I always went for them because you'd really fuck civilizations up with like, you know, spying and like messing people up.
Apparently, there's a trick. If you allocate intelligence early on, it banks up, it accumulates each turn. So then when they do start to launch their attacks, you have like enough countermeasures deployed. So
Anyway, welcome to Birth of the Federation Talks. Premium #1 exclusive show for all things Birth of the Federation. Ben Watch,
I would only want the Arsenal of Freedom as a future boss battle if it was the head of Vincent Schiavelli. That's the only reason I'd want it. It would have to be him saying, the early bird gets wormed, etc. It has to be that.
How can we get Kivas Faja as a boss?
they actually have the Papa Echo, whatever, 757 in game in Birth of the Federation.
They do, yeah.
Oh, really? That's cute.
There's a boss battle.
Yeah?
Because like it wouldn't be a ship they released because you can't really pilot it, but it could be a boss battle. It took Geordi and the Star Drive and a bunch of cadets to defeat it. That's how impressive it is.
I mean,
They really wanted to show off that source separation tech. Like, you know, they really wanted to show it off.
And then spend 20 minutes of the runtime just playing the TNG theme song while it went da 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 da.
Did they ever do it again after Best of Both Worlds? I feel like they never did it again.
I think there's twice. I've got one episode of TNG left. I think there's twice through the series that they do it.
Well, because they do it a bunch of times in season 1. They do it for
Yeah.
season Best of Both Worlds, and then they never do it again. Even in stuff like Descent, where it would have made sense to do it. They just forgot they had that footage.
Enough vamping. It's time for the main event. Everyone is here for Beholder meters. Let's do some.
Let's do Beholder Meter. Just Ben Watch. He hasn't started yet, so we can't go anywhere with that. So let's
watch.
I have. Oh no.
We're gonna get a message in about 2 minutes that's like, due to issues with our web store, Ben's stream will not be going ahead.
Sorry.
Look, the Ben stream is going to go off without a hitch, just like the web store giveaway. Don't you slander their hard work, all right?
I've broken the stream somehow, and I've lost stars. How has this happened?
Wow.
Oh, there he is. Hang on, I've broken things. Where we go?
Idle.
Hello.
Idle.
No, that's crude.
Idle.
Hello.
Fuck you.
You won't guilt us into streaming, Idle. It's
There
still
we
going to
go.
be
There we go. Right, we're spinning. I need a noise, and I think our very first noise should come from our very own event winner, Cranky. I need a Beholder meter noise.
Wow.
Are you prepared?
How about this?
He's prepared.
Oh, hold it close to the camera.
Yep.
That's very nice.
Nearly.
Yeah.
Anything?
Yeah. Is that Geo?
That's Geo.
Oh, yes! Yes! Right. Okay, your choices are 2 stars on Disguised Janeway, 0 stars on Twilight Art? No, Carpenter Street Archer.
Carpenter
0
Street,
stars
yeah.
on Prisoner Katrina Cornwall. And yes, I have updated this. Sparkler Chips! Thank you for subscribing. Don't know why my lights didn't go red. Oh, there they go! Thank you for subscribing.
Okay. So these are all, like, relatively up-to-date, somewhat new, and good crew. Otto, you talked me into finishing up Carpenter Street Archer, and he's done fuck all for me. So justify your choice.
I was just going to say, he's my sneaky pick.
Yeah?
You know, it comes down to the traits. Costumed interrogator on a cooperative displays resourceful tactician. Like, even after these other cards stop getting daily use, voyages and shuttles and stuff, you know, you're still going to get collection value from. I think he's. Let me consult the big book. His base is number 2 sec in the game.
Oh, number 2.
Number
nice.
2 in the game.
Okay.
So he's going to get non-bonus work too. There's a bunch of shuttle seats, sec events. So I do like him. I finished him on an account I no longer play, so I can't tell you how much work he gets for me. But I did like him enough to finish him from his event.
Sorry, if you're wondering why I was bent over there, I actually have opened a keg of beer, so I just have a habit
Wow.
to top up.
Are we having a beer off?
Not quite. I do have work tomorrow, but
Hey, once Ben starts streaming, we don't have to do
that's true. We don't
anything
have to
for the next
we
hour.
Really
so.
don't, do we?
Nice.
Do you know what? Katrina
Stars
Cornwall has been.
Stars as a designated driver, by the way, in the stream.
Yeah,
No,
pretty
I'll
much.
that Summersby. Katrina
I
Cornwall
should
is a
get about all that,
boss.
actually.
Is like she's so good. Like she still voyages for me today for how
Yeah,
old she is.
still
It's
goes for me.
ridiculous.
But idle, she has no collections. How could you say such a thing?
Well, it's-
It's quite an old card now as well. I
she's
think.
ancient. Like not,
2019-ish, I think. Yeah,
yeah.
it's pretty old. I'd
Voyage
probably go
boosts-
for her actually.
Voyage boosts do favor. She's 162 unboosted. But you know, med primary works in her favor for a lot of the non-Whaley average Joe players because that can be a little bit hard to acquire. So, but yeah, she is very thin outside of voyages.
Yeah. Like, she has a tiny bit of gauntlet, but not really. Like, if you've got like Dexa or Guinan, you're never going to use her really.
Yeah.
That Janeway's okay, but bland.
And the art is
That
terrible.
art, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
The symmetrical face it throws me off every time. It just doesn't look great, especially because she does. There's tons of reference material you could have used for a slightly more evocative pose, but they didn't go for it. So,
She's got
I'd
your legs.
probably take the star on Janeway here, but I wouldn't feel good about it, and I want
take
to have
Cornwall.
taken the one on Archer or Cornwell. Yeah.
I'd say anyone take Cornwall.
Yeah, I'd take Cornwell.
All right. New noise, please. Stars. Put some batteries in your dying tricorder and let us know what's happening.
I don't keep batteries around here. What do you think I am?
Damn it, Jim.
Is that
Oh, I was gonna do that one.
Yeah. Now you're stuck with bio.
Okay, 0 stars on Paraith
Oh.
Keiko, 4 stars on Brant FCA, and 1 star on Paraith Cult Ducat. This is actually kind of a tough choice.
This is interesting.
Easy Brant? No, I don't know. Keiko is still.
Keiko's still
Nah.
viable.
Just get Captain Tribble if you want a command base. They're better in literally every way.
But he costs.
Say that.
he's
I've got
not
two, I've got
actually
two
wrong.
Keikos.
That's your cross to bear, Cranky.
Yeah, because I think
Loses.
Keiko is a 0 on collections. She's number 2 command
0 on
base.
voyages.
Not going
And
to
she
get any
actually-
events.
She actually voyaged for me recently twice and got 12 hours both times. I was as surprised as anyone else.
RNG.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
no,
as surprised
that's
as anyone
weird.
else.
Brant is a later losers Voyager namer? Is he? When did I miss that?
He is.
Is he?
He's ridiculously good, actually.
He's
The only reason I
24
didn't go for him is
unboosted.
he bland.
But
Wow.
command dips suck, so.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, he's basically you
He's
get him for the
number-
Ferengi seat, and then he never changes after that.
He is number 7 in his skill set. I don't know, man. You'd have to be like a top 2 Voyager with that skill set for me to lean into that as an attribute. But alongside relatively decent traits, and you'd be able to finish him too. So if he ever does crap
Yeah.
out, you can freeze him. I think he has the best one here. Although I do
And
love
Ferengi
Ducat
Mega
straights.
is, yeah. You convinced me to take Ducat in like 2 or 3 beholds, and then I finished them off, and it was worth it. It's absolutely worth it for traits like Ducat and Cisco have like just a bevy of traits that they always get in their all collections, and they're always coming up for events. Like he was really handy for me, so I'd probably go Ducat here.
It's like they're dancing some sort of trait waltz together. No.
What?
No. Not
All
a
right.
reference that episode.
On that note, Ben has started his pre-stream, so
Oh, he
hopefully
started
we
his
can be out of this
pre-stream. Has he?
purgatory soon enough.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are kind of elitist with the Keiko sucks. No, she doesn't suck. I mean, you'll definitely use her on voyages and stuff. The issue is you might need a few stars to do that,
Didn't see that.
and you know,
What is her Voyager rank? Let me check.
no, don't ask.
I think it's significantly worse than you are saying.
Not great.
She's pretty
Let me
bad.
just roll up on bigbook.app. That's bigbook.app.
There we go. We're ready for Ben.
Unboosted score is number 369. She is number 30 for her pair. And the number 21 command sec dip. So you have 20 better options. Literally.
Right, let me work out my streams. All right. Oh my god, that's so tiny. Why is it so small?
All right, I'm gonna let you guys vamping. I'm gonna go get some more beer while Ben pre-streams.
Well, we've now got the pre-stream on. Never mind. Let's cut out my bookmarks there. There we go. No one needs to see that.
Pawn.
Yeah, only the best.
Spreadsheet porn.
Oh,
Pawn.
Starship porn.
Yeah, that one.
what are you
we
doing,
all have that
Step
one. No, don't do
That's
this.
not the right formula.
You're a monster. Your
Oh,
history's
chat
great
is
monster.
Big
disabled.
formula in that little box.
Chat is disabled.
Of
Okay,
course,
the real
chat
chat
is disabled.
Chat is disabled. Come on,
Dude, it's a corporate stream. Of course, chat is
Come
disabled.
on. The chat's the best.
Otherwise, there'd be
bit.
nothing but Kappas and Pepes. You know that.
Oh, dear, oh dear. Let's see how the giveaway's doing. How many people we got in? Oh, there's a lot of competition, but you could still win 10 premium pulls. Hopefully, if the web store does what it says. Oh, hang on. Is he doing? Nope. No, okay. We thought we were going to get something there. Do you think he's going to have a jazzy intro? Do you think it's going to be some cowbells in there?
You wish. No.
I think he'll get the intro right.
Shall I do it?
I think we will be lucky if we don't start it off and he's already been like talking for about 5 minutes and then the stream just came on.
Yeah, this is it. No, I've got my volume up. We're fine there. Let me just check my...
See, we're okay with this because we're friends with Ben. He knows it's all
fine,
friendly.
it's fine.
Oh, we started early on the Ben bashing.
Dear, oh dear.
We did warn him. You know, we said, "Hey, is it cool if we restream? We're gonna, bash." You and WRG totally said, "Oh, that's great." So
Yeah, that's great, guys.
I'm paraphrasing.
What he
if he
said
ends
was
up watching us
no,
watching him?
no.
This could get very Inception. Watching me, watching you. Dear, oh dear.
Anyway, you catch the game last night?
Let's do another beholder meter. I
Oh,
can't
hang
trust
on.
you guys to vamp this long.
I've got to change the bulb. Hang on. Okay,
need
let's
to
do
grab
it.
a beer.
Oh, no, I've broken it. Well, we can do it, but we won't have us on the screen. Let me see if I can
sake.
fix this. No, I've messed about. We can't do a beholder meter right now. I've been tweaking things. I tell you what.
Incredible.
We could do a 20 questions while we're waiting. Okay, I'm thinking of a crew.
Oh, wow.
I'm thinking of a crew. Go on. Play along in chat as well.
Is this a crew that we're talking about because we have nothing better to talk about?
Yes.
All right, there you go, guys. That was our first question.
One. Well
Is it a
done.
Romulan
you-
plot deployed to start a war?
It is not a Romulan, no.
All right.
Wait, are we really doing this?
You might as well.
Fuck it, why not? It's more content than Ben's putting out right now.
Ooh.
All right, well, we won't
Let's put it
cheat
down.
and use a big book or another resource.
That's lame.
All right, is it a legendary crew?
It is a legendary crew.
Of course it is.
Are we doing live
Or is
Warhol?
this?
Is it TNG? No,
No, 20
it's not
questions.
TNG. They don't wear red, so you're up to 5? 4.
Hold on, you can't ask chat
I
on
asked
this.
chat. I said chat join in. I won't count Gazoot's one because that's the same one, so that's fine. So you're up to 4.
Are
Okay, so they're
they
not TNG, they're not Romulan.
Are they
are not
a
Starfleet
Vulcan.
and Federation?
Are they what? Sorry, Starfleet Federation. They are not Starfleet and Federation.
Is it
Are they
Ruan
TOS?
Tarka?
It is not Ruan Tarka. Ooh, chat's working. Let me tweak this.
Yeah, TOS?
Not TOS. Where do I see chat?
Are they from New Trek?
No, they are not from New Trek.
Okay, so that makes either DS9, Enterprise,
DS9
or
or
Voyager.
Voyager?
Yeah, or Enterprise.
Or in
What the fuck? Oh, Discord just crashed. Sorry. Discord just restarted on me.
Fucking guy.
Discord just restarted on me. Hang on, sorry. I had no control on that.
I'm.
And that's all, folks.
Hang on. Turn on camera.
Now we can't rag on Ben
We can
because
get
this is
there.
way
Hang
more
on.
embarrassing.
We're getting there. Discord just completely shit the bed there. Let's do this one. There we go. Go live. There we
believe
go.
this.
We're back. Although that's not back. What other questions do you have?
Fuck's sake, man.
Is it Ruan Tarka?
How many questions are we up to? 10?
Oh boy.
I will drink a beer for every question it takes to figure out this crew. How about that?
My word.
Boy.
So we
I don't know if you
they-
want
10.
eyes on that.
Are they Ferengi?
They are Ferengi.
Ooh.
Is it Brunt?
It is Brunt FCA. Well done.
I'm thinking of a crew. Is it the last crew you looked at? Yeah.
I'm looking
Are you
at
just-
the window. What's the word? Window.
Are you just saying you love Lamp because that's what you looked at, Brick?
I love that.
All right, we'll start it with chat. We're going to have chat. Oh, wait, we don't need chat on there, but I'll do it for now. This is Shan. This is Shan here. So let's do a viewer count. We have 55 viewers. They have 36. Yes.
It's fine. We're just cannibalizing from them.
We absolutely are. Start the stream. Fluffing the numbers. So that means there are at least, 90 people who likes timelines enough that they're willing to watch it online.
Or it's like
Red
5 people and a
alarm.
load of
Red
bots.
alarm.
Red
Red
Koenig,
alarm.
1982. Good year. Thank you for following.
Chateau Picard.
Chateau.
1982 is a good year. That's the year that The Thing and Wrath of Khan came out.
That is a very good year. It was a
The
very
thing of
good
Khan.
year.
Khan's thing. All right,
Okay,
since
who
we've
would win in a fight? A Starfleet crew or The Thing?
it depends which crew.
Let's go with TNG.
I think,
Oh, they're all wimps. Like, if it was
Yeah,
Kirk, he would win easy, but in the TNG group, it's a bunch of wimps.
yeah.
Yeah, but he can't fuck The Thing to death, so...
Give him time. I mean, we
By the way, we are in full bollocks mode at this point until Ben's stream is done. So put your kids to bed.
yeah.
And what's the best Star Trek porn parody name that you guys can think of?
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
Deep Space 69 is gotta be one of the
Deep in your space.
Yeah, Deep Space 69, yeah. Wrath of Cock, yeah, I love that one.
Fuck's sake.
Thank you, chat.
Definitely put your children to bed.
The sex generation.
They used to have that YouTube video. It's like 11 minutes long of just every time they gasped on screen, basically. It's about this long, this thick, and
Yeah. So
get rid
Oh,
solid, sir.
Enter her prize. There you go.
Enterprise. The search for speediness. Oh no, that's brilliant. Have you seen? So everyone's heard of the infamous,
The great big bird of the galaxy. There you go.
yeah, the great big dick in the galaxy. everyone's heard of the infamous TNG porn, like was it Star Trek Next Generation XXX, and the fact that if you go on YouTube, you can watch all the non-porn bits, and they've actually put in quite a good TNG plot in there. They're like, this could actually have been an episode, apart from the fucking.
I mean, both of you
no,
assume that
Genos.
wasn't them just... What would he do?
Oh no, Genos.
Oh, wow, okay.
I'm not reading that.
I have to time him out. How do I time him out? Come on.
I don't know. You can ban him if you like. He's just one of our mods, it's fine.
Oh no, we lost all the females.
Oh, the females. I get my Zek impression out again.
Quack!
Quack!
I imagine, like, Wallace Shawn must have done a few conventions this time. There must be, like, audio of Zek doing the Vizzini speech about never gambling about death with a Sicilian. You know, there must have been a him doing that. Someone must have asked him to do that at some point.
I was reading a story lately that Armin Shimmerman, for a convention, I think it was not that long ago, 2018, something like that, someone paid him a lot of money to get back into the Quark outfit. And he said he'd only... Yeah, he did it because obviously they paid him a shitload of money. But yeah, he came out and he was full in Quark dress, talking to fans
He looked
and everything.
pretty much the exact same way he did on DS9.
Delay.
Oh.
We're there. Ben is live, people.
Hello. So, for those of you who do not know me, I am WRG Ben.
Hi, Ben.
Manager
Echo?
on Star Trek Timelines, Wicked Realm Games.
You got an echo? Oh, I'm probably
very
feeding
excited.
Just the one.
Thank you. Thank you, CSA, for subscribing.
So, Ben, what's the best Star Trek porn parody you can think of? Come on, put it in chat, you cowards.
He needs to maximize his screen. Look at this dead space.
Yeah, this is...
Like he hasn't triggered a layout.
I can't hear it now. I could hear it at the start.
Oh, hang on. You should hear it. Have I done audio, haven't I? Oh, no, he's just not talking.
Oh.
Yeah, that's on him.
They call that dead air.
That's why we're here.
That's a professional term for you guys who aren't in the know.
Never allow dead air talk about Star Trek porn or anything.
Absolutely.
Which was the last card you looked at?
Let me turn him up.
You know, I feel like Ben should start these streams with about 2.5 drinks in them. I think that would be the perfect amount of lucidity there.
Woo, that's
Boilerplate.
I like how he appears to have bought the campaign.
Did he?
Well, he's got the Reno icon, look.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ben, claim your achievement.
How much dilithium does he have? Oh, only 500,000. Not enough for the Bortus. Sorry.
Has he grown his hair? I think he's grown his hair out. Looks good.
Yeah, a little bit. I thought
Those
that was in a
Greek
gamer
genes.
chair.
Yeah,
So much
he was
better
in
than
a gamer
Russian.
chair.
Yeah.
Ooh. Further ado.
I'm in the shitty metal folding chair, and he's got like a $500 swiveling gaming chair.
Oh,
I
he
thought
is
you
a
beat
game
Auto.
developer.
I'm on a piano stool.
Do you even have a piano?
I have a keyboard. That's what my laptop's resting on. That's my table.
Yeah, Walt, he's talking, but it's nothing important. So we're here to filter it for you, and if it's worthwhile, we'll mention it.
Yeah, he's also just quiet. He's got his mic set low.
Yeah, I've had to
I
boost
don't
him
hear
quite
him
a
at
lot
all.
here.
Clearly, he needs to just start screaming into the mic.
Yeah, right now he's reading off the
Yeah.
Starfleet communication that went out last week. So
Look at that.
something
Two
about
complete
buffs.
game.
Let's see what I can put. Let me see if I can jazz up his stream. Hang on. Ooh.
See, we told you this. We told you guys all this stuff like 30 minutes ago, so you're already caught up.
Idle, put the cover
I've
of the
got the
Star
best
Trek porn
thing.
parody underneath his input.
There we go.
All right, Chet says I can't hear him at all.
Oh, what's going on here? Hang on.
You tried.
Yeah,
I can
that's
hear him
Oh,
now.
there we go.
Yes.
There we go. You guys are going to get a
Bridge
double, I'm
buff.
afraid.
The damage taken from boss has been renamed to defense against boss. Combo view. So within the combo
it?
view, traits list
Pull
will
the
now remain
string!
visible after
Where's the
unlock.
string?
Yeah, there we go. It's
We
coming through.
heard you
Nice.
loud and clear on that feedback. With the possible traits
Didn't
list
mismatch.
disappearing after a node has been completed.
Why
That
does he
has
only
been
have, like,
removed,
7,500
and now the
chronotons?
possible traits will be visible.
All right, Ben, you've
even
got
though
20
you have
questions to think of the crew that I'm thinking
We've
of.
addressed some scaling issues that have been fixed. It should
And
now be
I'll give you a
easy
head
to close
start.
the
It is a
captain's bridge on
Mayweather,
certain
so.
devices. The list of traits in combo
Just
view
jazzing up
should
his
no
stream
longer
here.
run the risk of being truncated. As a
All right.
result, the traits shown
Is
will
Lance
go to a maximum of
Cisco?
24 instead of 12.
Because he's already
Number of
pounding the
traits
table for
displayed varies,
Bellitrium 1 in chat.
per combo and chain.
Oh, wow.
Must be.
Combo chain node.
Dude, I love when
Avatar
they do
of the
these
crew
announcements
that
and
was
then they
used to
completely
resolve
disable
the node
comments
will be
because they don't want any like backlash or
alongside the
anything.
name of the
Oh,
fleet
yeah,
member
always.
having unlocked the node.
Have
No.
you seen the
No
No
feedback
plans
Star
for that,
Trek
sorry.
Timeline
to
fan
know
base?
which crew was used
What's
to complete
that?
a node.
Have you seen the Star
and
Trek
this is what
Timeline
that
player
addresses.
base? I'd disable comments
The
too.
fleet boss battles
Yeah, it's
info
true.
text has been updated to clarify
Autos around, I
and
would
to
as well.
include information about the new buff system.
Autos hunting.
By the way,
Combo chain
no
buff,
plans for
combo chain
Bellitrium 1,
effects.
so you guys are going to have to
Completing
farm
a
2
combo
bosses at
will
once.
grant each
Sorry.
fleet member
Ooh.
with a same temporary buff to a ship stat.
Yada yada,
And
temporary
this
buffs.
for the remainder of the boss battle. The effectiveness of the buff given will be rolled and will be random
Get on with
feel
the
like
new
we-
based on
stuff.
specific parameters.
My guy.
Ben should have like a coach
Effectiveness
behind him, you know,
ranges
massaging his
are as
shoulders. All right,
follows.
buddy, you got this.
Facilities
Loosen
may
up a little bit.
change,
Keep it light.
No, he needs a guy like screaming in his ear, "You're gonna eat lightning,
Effects that
and you're
you can
gonna
get
crap
are
thunder."
attack,
Exactly.
5% to 15%, increasing attack speed.
No, he's not showing
5% to
anything. He's just on the
15%.
main HUD reading the
He's
announcement.
just showing us
Rating,
the size of his
300
Vulcan
to
combat
1,000.
cruiser.
Increasing crit bonus 3,000 to 10,000.
Is it docking?
Reduce damage taken from
Guy's a
boss.
fucking noob. He hasn't even got a
2%
Voyager
to
running.
10%. Reflect of damage taken from boss.
You're not gonna win any skirmishes with those crowns, Ben. Come on.
And reduce all cooldowns. 1 second. A lot of these effects.
Genos, I don't think that's a yellow shirt. I think that's
drastically
just his
change
lighting.
gameplay, and so we're really excited about that. And these effects do
it?
stack. The more combos you
I'm
do.
pretty sure it's just the lighting.
It might be a cream.
And
A cream
during
shirt.
playtesting, I got
He is a
those
married
up
man
to
now,
greater
so
than
his wife may
50%,
dress
and
him.
it was
I'm speaking
absolute
from
chaos.
experience on that.
So we're really excited for this.
Right.
Wait, you get dressed by your
There will also
significant
be a
other?
chance to receive one or more of
Weird.
these
By the way,
buffs
this
with
is
a bonus
this all
multiplier attached.
is all in good fun. We've
of,
known Ben for a
2
couple of years
times
now, and he's
or
a
even
great
3
guy.
times.
So don't go back. Oh, they were
This will
saying
make
mean
each
things
boss
about him.
battle run
No.
different from your previous run,
Do that.
and we are hoping that receiving a buff.
Yeah, he said
will
we could do
encourage
this.
you
He
to
said that we could say
experiment
all
with
these
ship
things.
and crew loadouts like it
We
did
sent him
to
an
us
approved
in
list, and
playtesting.
WRG signed
To
off
do the most damage.
on everything we were
Yes,
going
you
to
can
say.
call me
The
that.
system
Yes,
will
you
also
can call
help
me that.
players
No,
do
you
more
can't call me
damage
that.
in general.
Ben, that's inappropriate to have that as a layer on
Combo
your stream.
chain
Jesus
buff
Christ.
reroll. If you don't like the buff you received as a reward for your fleet,
I'm really glad I
Oh,
didn't
he's still
Google
going
that
about
on
these
you
stream.
have the
buffs.
options to reroll
Because there
your
were some
buff for a
inappropriate
small
pictures.
token cost. This will only change the buff for the individual.
I think the legs
doing
of the new
reroll
Kirk are
and will
good.
not affect the whole fleet. The
yeah,
cost of a reroll
What?
will increase.
That's about the only part of him that is
starting
good.
at 50
You know
lithium
what? It does have
and
a
up to
pretty
50 lithium.
sizable cup
Cost
there
amount
in the
may change
crotch
based on
region.
our
It's like
testing
they're
results.
very flattering
But
for
rerolling your buff
for
will
Mr.
generate a
Shatner.
new buff and
Yes, the Shatner estate would only send off the cards that had a
By completing
noticeable
multiple
bulge in
combos and
that
stacking
area.
multiple buffs,
Are you
rerolling
telling me
your
that's
buffs,
not true?
will be a great way to optimize your effects and to create powerful synergies.
Namer, don't bash
I've done
us.
a
He's
lot of
still
talking,
talking
let's
about the
jump right
same
into
buffs
it.
that he was talking about 5
You
minutes
can
ago.
see
So
the effect system in action.
You know what? I love that we were like before this. We were like, "Oh man, I can't believe these like like they would schedule us at the same time." Like, man,
Jump
we
into
would
normal
we had
first.
nothing to worry about.
Hang on, he's clicking stuff. He's clicking stuff.
I can see little icons
Yeah.
on the right of the combo status.
Ooh, icons.
This icon is associated with an effect. We can go into the combo panel.
So
And get
that
more
is freeze duration. That's ignition. If you're ignited, and that's poison. I think the green is poison.
Oh, look at
So you can
this.
see here
I've been a gamer long enough
on
to
the
know.
right we have a buff effect. This effect
No, that clearly means
will be
ice
granted
arrow,
fleet-wide
dude. Look.
once
Oh,
all
that's true.
nodes are satisfied.
If your ship is
Or-
frozen,
But don't
Yeah.
worry, completing a
Or it
combo
means
will also
minty
grant
fresh,
the
I
same
can't be
instant
sure.
damage effect and amount that it previously did at launch. In our
what that
case,
is, that's a glow
we will
stick.
do,
That's for when you're clubbing.
we will get
so
some
crit
extra
chance is expressed in
chance.
points, and damage is in percentage.
that will unlock once the nodes are once the
Wait,
combo
why
is
would you
completed.
have chance
And this
expressed in
effect
a
will stay with us
full
for
number?
the remainder of the boss battle.
Can they do it in
Because the
Roman
wiki
numerals?
is. Yeah.
Okay, so let's try to finish up this combo.
Your ship crit chance is MMM, MMMM,
We'll go from there.
VII.
So one of our additions is to show crew that you have frozen in the
Well,
crew
no wonder
select
he's not
list.
running a Voyager. Hasn't got
Here
any
you can
freaking
even
3-skill
unfreeze
crew.
Let's see.
Oh, there they are.
I have,
You've got 8 crew out and 2 of them are Neelix.
and we have the nice icons.
I
in the
think that's some
background now
people's
for the
like
little
aura.
I like
Let's
how
say
he
I wanna use
retrieved
Soto
the
here. She is
achievement
frozen.
Cisco. That's nice.
But I
Oh,
can
yeah,
revive
well,
That's
her.
quite, it's okay. This is quite cool.
I can unfreeze her right from here.
Immediately refreeze her from there. That's cool.
Frank
Which
saw
will make
that number of
things
merits and
much,
just
much
went.
easier. It makes things much easier to see all the crew that you have.
This is his
potentially
nightmare
that can
account. Yeah, I
satisfy
like
the
that.
node. Make it so you don't need to leave this
Ben
panel,
as Daniel
to go
Radcliffe
into
as Weird
cryostasis to
Al.
unfreeze the crew. So another great addition we made is now the amount of traits that
Another
are shown
great
in
addition
the
we've
crew
made.
select are not
Please
limited to the
believe
amount
me.
of traits on the node. So for an example, let me try to find.
Is it just me or are the traits
Go,
still like
Jazzy
kind of
Riker.
cut off at the bottom of the screen?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, a little bit.
Jazzy Riker.
But is there not
This
meant to
node
be another
requires
line
4
of traits
traits to be
underneath that?
completed.
Was that that's what
He has
They
originally
took
was.
five
it
traits
away,
that are shown
but-
listed.
But
Because
they
he
weren't,
has
yeah, but
five
wasn't that a
traits that are
temporary
included,
fix
the
until they
possible
could bring it
traits
back?
will-
Well, there's a lot of
Nothing is
things that
confusing.
were meant to be temporary in
This
this
should help
game that
players
ended up being
strategize
permanent
and
because they
choose
didn't know how to
crew
fix them.
that
So I think when
have
you thaw a
maybe
crew this way, it
a
should
better
automatically
chance to
freeze your
satisfy a
worst
node because they
legendary.
have more traits
That would be great
that are
functionality.
listed from the possible traits.
Yeah, you're objectively worst legendary. Oh, bye, Gary 7.
No, because
One thing I
all
actually
golds are
should show
equal.
you is, let's jump back to
Uh-huh.
easy real quick.
Uh-huh.
I hope he
How many
opens
points
the
of
dev
Admiral
chat
Cartwright do you
again.
have?
Oh yeah, please open dev chat.
Oh,
See
hold
if
on, we got new icons.
Already
We've got
been working on
refresh. We've
Reflection
got
bonus.
redstone.
So now we show the image of the crew,
You know, he's gonna
That was
cross
used to
something in
satisfy the
Minecraft, that's
node.
what that
and we
means.
still want the
That's the
captain
red
to
button
have
that you're
a
not
bragging
supposed to
right,
press.
so captain's name
It's the
will be
Omega
shown
13.
above the image.
Wait, what is reflection bonus? There's reflection?
Also
there?
notice
Reflect-
that
It's
Yeah,
when
well,
you
yeah,
sit and
reflection
think
now.
about all the
but I'm
things you've
still
done
able to
wrong in
see
your life.
possible traits.
Why am I playing this? But plus 10%.
It's psychic
Reflects
damage.
on how much
Why am I
dilithium you
playing
spent on them
These are nodes you
shuttles.
can still
I had
top
that
up
many
if you
beers on the stream.
figure
Oh
out
god,
why
that's
I need
12%
which crew
bonus
satisfy
damage.
the node.
Popping up.
Let's jump back to normal real quick.
No, normal. Open a nightmare, you
Let's
coward!
try to complete this.
I gotta be honest, this fleet probably hates me if he takes this long to launch an attack.
He's launching 2
They're like,
battles
Ben,
at once. He's just farming Magnus.
Ben,
so
you're
he's
the
not
weak
even
link.
trying.
Well, guess what, Auto? He's doing more nodes than you are.
Ben's the author of this fleet.
It's my birthday, don't pick on me.
Oh, there it is. There it is. There's the card.
Last chance. Use
You've activated my pity card.
Jazzy Riker.
I like how you can also tell this is a dev build because it's not filling out the rest of the traits, even though the crew have filled the thing.
Siete asks, is it going to play any battles? I don't know. We've been here about 10
Here it
minutes.
is. Here he is. Here he is.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
You've got the sound turned off. Turn the sound on. Come on.
I love how they demo this with like cadet crew, but it's actually the least new player friendly mode of all time.
He's playing on auto. Come on.
Wow, coward.
Look, he's got a good setup.
Fail manually like a real man. Hey Ben, if you want to really succeed, there's a setup that involves the artifact, some hull repair crew, and an instant damage crew.
It's actually more damage than I do on my account,
And
so
now-
I should probably shut up.
Yeah, but he's playing with the bonuses. Don't worry about it.
Let me force the other ones.
Sorry. Sorry. Had to be done.
All right, so let me check chat on his stream. They're very angry, and Shan
And it's just because the
trying
cheats
to
that I use
mollify
require
them.
looked at chat.
to restart at this time. So
Oh, I don't even want to try.
No,
I can take a few questions in the meantime while we're booting back up.
I wish we could maneuver our ships more than just sitting right in front of the maw cannon. Sorry, man. You're Commodore Decker in this battle. You sit there and you take it.
You take it like a man.
Yes, what's for dinner? What's for dinner?
There was a third WRG employee, but not anymore.
Hold on, where's the...
Where's Cranky in chat for the suspense trigger?
Bonus damage for critical nodes.
There he is.
But
Yeah, no, who's that guy? He's fucking.
much more
Oh my god,
important
sorry.
now because they're going to give you fleet-wide buffs that are
Yeah,
going
don't
to
do triggers. I had
overall
to boost Ben
give your
up.
fleet the ability to do more damage. So helping everyone.
Oh, I see. He can advertise his YouTube channel on the in-game chat.
Yeah, I know.
With, like,
We've
pro-
contributed nothing to the game,
No.
Idle. I don't know if you realise this.
Cool. Oh yeah,
done
we've also
nothing.
added some new effects.
Oh, look, they added.
Ooh.
Spice things up a little bit.
Look at all the amazing things they've added.
I think those are stock Unity art assets.
So now that we've satisfied the combo, unlocked.
They're
the
like,
effects,
you know, there's a Voyage bug that's
And
been
I did
outstanding
notice
for
the
4
damage.
years. Hold on, we can make the Doomsday Machine shake up and down.
effects here, so I'm gonna try to re-roll them.
Gauntlet's still a steaming pile of shit, but it glows.
So back in the
But it
battle
shakes.
screen, we can see a little icon to the right.
Oh, hang on.
Hang on.
There we go, something new.
I'm getting a message
A
from the
slider.
Beyond. I'm getting a message from the Beyond, from chat, from chat, and from Frank. It's saying,
and
"Buy
not
dilithium."
affect the rest of your fleet mates buffs and effects.
Oh, you can even buy more than one.
So you can see this one's
So
actually
we
pretty
have
low
sliders
compared
now.
to
Yeah, what's this
sliders
slider
are a
about?
could
thing.
be. So let's just re-roll it and see what we get.
Oh, what? Did they steal that from
weird.
We got a
the
ship
you know,
crit
when you
check.
do
Away
missions?
team mission,
It's
yeah.
actually
yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
high.
Yo, Doc, I
They've
heard you like RNG, so we put RNG in your RNG.
With this other one,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
just re-roll it and see what else we can get.
So you can pay dilithium to get a worse amount than what you originally had.
Might be looking for a 2x.
Hey Ben, how much
odds,
dilithium are
7
you going to
different
spend to get worse results?
effects with different minimum.
Press that
maximum.
button.
Are these stacking or are these just replacing?
No,
them?
replace.
Oh, you're
So
replacing
we can
every
do
time.
a 2 or 3. Just to
Stacking
It went
makes
lower
sense.
There we
again.
go. So we got a ship crit chance.
They don't even have the
Times
dignity
2.
to do a dev build where it only gets better. They're just making it raw and showing you the actual what it's going to be
So
like.
a lot of these.
So he just paid 50 dilithium to get
I
worse
recommend
buffs
at
for
least trying to
everyone,
find
yeah?
some systems.
Or you could just have no
Like
buffs and do the
play
same.
tests, I was able to get a
He's actually trying to fuck his fleet over.
attack speed.
If I get a good buff, I'm gonna spend dilithium to screw over the rest of
using
my...
the 3x, and I was able to just rapid fire attacks to the boss,
the
and I was
chat
doing
in.
much more
Yeah, Shy,
damage.
it's not actually a slider.
because of
They haven't got the functionality for sliders. That's
and
why I
that
got
made me
excited.
I
alter
thought you
my-
could choose
or
how much
my-
you wanted, and
my
then
crew
you pay
loadout
the
and my
dilithium
ship
for the
loadout
extra amount.
to
Oh
do
no,
damage,
it's worse
so
than
that's
that.
right.
No, never.
You should
sense.
haggle. You should be able to haggle back and forth. Like, I'll offer you this much dilithium, no, the game wants that much.
But if you're using a Ferengi crew, you get a bonus.
So there's this game I used to
Can
play
we roll
called
these
Star
one more
Fox
time
Adventures,
so
and
I
when you
Wait.
went into the marketplace,
Hold on, he's re-rolling a perfect crit roll to a
difference
minimum
in
damage roll. Oh my
damage
god.
not reflective of real gameplay. Don't worry about it.
Oh, there
yeah,
you go.
yeah,
That
shut
one's
up. That
pretty
I'll
good
have
one.
yeah.
Ship crit chance.
But when you would go into the marketplace for that game, you would like try and buy something. You could haggle with the character, but every time you haggle for something that was a little bit below, because it had a set value that they didn't tell you, you just had to guess.
What I
You'd
usually
be like,
use.
no,
Oh, and we've added the
that's
search
too
functionality.
low. Literally like that voice because it was filmed in England with
That's amazing.
that accent. And all I'm looking at is like I want to see someone get that. It re-rolls worse.
So clicking
no,
on
no,
the Voyager, we have
no,
this
that's
functionality
too low.
These automatic filter.
You've
through
somehow made yourself
astrophysicists
sound
and
even more
musicians.
British, but caricaturous.
A lot of the ones I'll show here are the ones that are listed as possible traits.
That's too
So I
low.
wanted, let's say, we already
Okay,
have
I'll sell
these
it to
two.
you.
By the way, I do appreciate how Shan signs
search
every
by
message she sends in chat with tilde, capital S, just so we know that it's really her.
Well, that's professionalism.
How can you tell someone is in their 40s and plus without telling us?
This should help you get a little finely tune the
Idle.
Sent from my iPhone. Tell me it's not wrong.
Man,
Dude, we're
I
gonna-
was going for the throat.
We're gonna be actively blocked from ever restreaming another WOG.
Burn it down! Can't
They're
stop me
gonna
now.
IP ban us.
They tried to stop us. They have failed.
Hey, they chose this time to stream, so
Yeah,
it's on.
they did.
Why does he have dupes of Hockey Paris and of frickin'
you
what
not?
was the other one?
You don't?
You don't have dupes.
Of Hugh and Hockey Paris.
Look,
Like,
you
really?
can't
And
field a
Maddox.
team with only 2 players.
Listen, true Nightmen people know to send a proper voyage, you need 2 of every animal. In case the floods come and wipe us all out.
You know, I really would like more hockey crew, though. They should just do all the
Who else
Voyager
could they
crew.
do?
Why
I
not?
actually have no knowledge of that episode. Who else could they do?
Well,
Oh, it takes place like it's an opener where it's like, oh, we just came out the holodeck and we were playing hockey, and then the actual plot starts and they never talk about hockey again.
Isn't it just Paris and Kim go to sickbay with injuries from playing hockey or something?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
a Kayak O'Brien
No.
moment. Oh, okay.
Injuries? Do they really
I
get
wa-
injured?
I want Hockey Wesley getting completely crushed by Hockey Nausicaa.
Getting stabbed through the heart from behind.
No, I'll do you one better. I want
know,
Wesley
I
getting
think
hockey stick through the
like
back.
Nausicaa.
It's probably one of the
Did they change the font on the
weaker
damage
ones, but
there?
personally, I like the
Yeah.
attack
I
think they
speed
have,
and
haven't
the
they?
attack.
They made it more readable, which was actually a
Attack amount,
complaint.
the attack damage.
That was so I'm glad they've addressed that.
It's now Lucinda Sands TM.
So those are the major changes.
Comic
to
Sans.
boss battles. So before,
I would unironically love it if this
I
game
get
had Comic
to
Sans.
the,
I'd be like, that's
Dude,
hilarious.
I still can't
what we have
believe that
coming
you
up,
pay
coming up in
money
September with
to get
Star Trek
worse
Day,
buffs.
and goodies associated with that.
What?
At this point,
I also like how we have a
I'd love to
reroll
answer some
functionality for
questions
this, but
that you
not
all
for
may
Beholds.
have. So feel free to post some questions in the
All right,
chat,
it's Q&A time.
Um,
So
Ooh.
and I can answer
Already?
them for you.
someone go ask why you can pay money to get worse buffs. I want to see what he says.
Are you watching Timelines Talk? Hang on. Oh no, I shouldn't say that. Are you aware that
Don't
you
do
have
it. Don't do it, man. Don't
Are you
put the
aware you have
bear.
Kirk's bold right now, Ben?
Is the fleet-wide buff, fleet boss battle buff.
Ask him to pronounce data.
bonus hit of damage we previously had for
Oh, your
completing
hurrah.
combos, or instead of. It is additional, so you will also
Or
get
Pickard.
the instant damage from instant damage to the Doomsday Machine, but also get the bonus. or get the
Shy.
effect.
Hey, there's a Twitch channel that's pirating your stream.
Damn it, Shay.
Yes, go Shy. Not going to respond. Come on, do it, Ben. Do it. Call us
I
out.
think we should arm wrestle Ben for the rights to stream this
Wait,
game, be the only streamer for this game.
You
There
selected
can be only one.
on in the combo
I want Ben to
screen,
call
yes,
us out like
here,
he did when he came on the
no,
Q&A that
you
time
can.
and just lay
Dude, that
them
was
both.
so... He
I
came
want
with
that Ben.
receipts.
I want that Ben. That was the best Ben.
He completely crushed us.
blazing that day.
Oh, he's got some super rest. Look at that.
Why weren't they there before? That's weird.
Well, he was doing.
Oh, because he was
Was he
only
on the
doing
lower
cards,
level?
wasn't he? Yeah.
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 Okay.
Can you
I-
move the
I will
abilities
say,
to the windows? It doesn't
Don't
cover
play those lower levels. That's for
That
plebs.
is on our backlog and to do.
I will say for our
we did
viewers,
have,
we've tried to
a
get
lot of
all the
things we
other
wanted to get
WRG
to,
employees, you know, Shannon,
to,
Fury, and Joe, and Carmen. We
to
tried to get
adjust
these guys on
for
for different
boss battles.
things. We tried
Um,
pre-recorded stuff,
We have to start rolling
Q&A
these out
stuff,
in-
get to
in
know them
piecemeal.
stuff,
So,
and they basically shut
this
down
is
all
what
of
we
that.
were able
So
to get to start, but that is still on
obviously,
the
we'd like to
backlog.
bring you more content like that,
We
and
would.
Here we
and
go. This
Q&A,
button is,
and get to know
this
the
effect
devs and
ship
stuff.
attack
But
speed,
they
so
have
hopefully
said no
we
on that. So
can get this
Jeremy Avalon asked, "What's the process of statting a card up?" And I'm like, "Why don't they just?" Well, there's a dartboard in the office, and then if we lands there, we say it's a shit card. If it lands there, we say it's a campaign card.
So
We
No,
lands
they
there,
pull up-
it's a six
they
pack.
pull up Big Boy dot app and see what would make a tier 1 crew, and then they release that as like a brunt or a animated series crew.
So there is actually a systematic way that they level the crew up, and there is a set of presets they have. But yeah, we can go into that another time. But yeah,
But bold of you to assume that anyone at WLG knows that.
Hold on, did you just try to give a serious answer on this stream, Idol?
I actually did.
Drink some more,
dude.
dude.
He's trying to be informative. Burn the witch!
Sorry. Star Trek porn.
You know, I will say I'm glad that they got rid of the dilithium cost for thawing crew, because that would have been ridiculous with this feature.
Was that a thing?
Yeah, it used to be merits for the first like 2, and then it changed to dilithium. It was crazy.
Shit! Wow. Before my
I think also
Like Frank would have.
the,
I know Frank would have preferred that, but you know.
This Cisco in chat. Cisco in chat. No Bellitrium 1 announcement chances. That's not in the
not gonna
plans.
happen.
So
I'm
you're gonna have to
sorry.
run multiple boss
Thoughts and
difficulties.
prayers. Thoughts and prayers. I'll change my Facebook status just for you.
You will have no Bellitrium and no fleet boss battles this week.
Okay, so if we got Lutan in game, what kind of card would he be?
No, they would never.
Come on, what kind of card would he be?
Dip primary.
He'd be Command Dip Suck. You know he would.
Yeah, but I mean, would he be good or would he be like a joke?
No, he'd be shit. He'd be garbage. He'd be like Voyage 142, like a big command base. I can already stand him up as a fake crew if you want in my brain without even have to think about it.
have
What
to
are we
do-
talking about here? Refresh my memory.
That's Code of Honor.
No vaccine and no Lieutenant Yah.
Okay, yeah. I'm with
All
you.
flooding back to you.
Next time we do fake crew. Sorry, Timeline Talks
getting-
original.
Red alarm.
Thank
Red
you.
alarm.
Today.
Red alarm.
Next time
We have fake crew
Next one
today.
is a ×4.
We do.
Ship crit hit damage.
We have timelines,
That would be
talks,
pretty big for us.
originals today.
Next time we do that,
Assholes.
we have to do
Yes.
episode specific,
Let's
and
see
I'd
what
actually
I
love
can
us to
do.
do a Code of Honor one. I think that'd be quite
The other one I can
fun.
use.
Is there even enough other variants in there?
There's tons of cards you could have in there.
Sure. Actually, yeah, Judoka Yar would be a really great one. I'd love to get a great Yar goal.
Yeah,
Isn't-
okay.
Oh,
We already
Juno
have a
Yar,
from that
yeah.
episode.
We have Duelist Yar, but that's from when she's doing the death match in the stupid rave cube.
Just
Yeah,
remember
that's that
this,
episode, isn't it?
38 minutes before you can get in on the giveaway to win 10 premium packs for the game. So 38 minutes, exclamation mark giveaway to enter, and there's your
Yeah, Cranky, he means the Yar who does the demonstration on holodeck with the faceless opponent, and she's like in the full like judo white outfit. and she's
Oh,
like,
okay, yeah.
that Yar, yeah.
Could that be? Is that the same as the Mock Barra outfit?
It's probably a reuse of the same
Yeah.
costume, yeah,
But you
because
could
it's
also
just a
get
white
you
like
could-
robe.
Yeah, you could also get Parisi Square, Yar, Worf, and.
Oh yeah, I'd love that.
Yeah.
I
With that
like
lycra.
those.
Worf with the lycra.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep, that is currently on the backlog. Hopefully we'll be able to address
I
it.
started them up. I remember doing them as a crew. I had fun doing that
didn't
one.
we? Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Ben
in my
doing? He's
dreams.
just done a
Anyway,
battle.
he's not doing anything of interest. Don't worry
I was
about
going
it.
to say I've not actually been watching for a while.
It's just background noise. Don't worry about it. We are the 30 to 50-year-olds who are falling asleep
Oh,
to this
yeah.
stream.
No, the
Ben, the dead air, my
buffs
guy.
do not,
Come on, please.
have a negative effect.
Hold on, I'm gonna try the
display thing.
exclamation mark giveaway in their chat. Let's see if that works.
It'd be weird if it did.
Everyone go do that now.
So, Doc in chat says, "I hope Ben shows us the front log." What does that even mean?
Red alarm. Red alarm. Red
No
alarm.
one wants to
Thank
see
you
your
for
front log.
Hey, Navark.
Navark.
I'm shocked and offended that Navark hasn't been following before now.
Oh, crap. Weird. You know
glad you're
what?
here.
You know what?
Search for-
I don't want
only
him to
allows
show
for-
front
for
log.
one
I want
trade
him to show me none pizza with left beef. That's what I want to see.
Am I missing something?
But once you start planning,
Have you never
feedback
seen that
you
meme of none pizza with
definitely
left
let us
beef?
No, I think I've missed that
Nope.
one.
like you said, player
It's
feedback
this
was
stupid meme where someone
at the
orders from a
forefront
pizza
of
place where you
this
can do
client.
your own toppings. You can specify like
I can't tell
what
you how long
quarter you
Shannon
want
and
to
I
be
were
like what,
reviewing,
and they specify they wanted a cheese
feedback from you
pizza,
all, and
none
that
with
had a
left
direct
beef.
impact,
And then they posted a
to
picture of
the
what it
work of
looks
this
like,
client.
and it's the shittiest little cheese pizza you've ever seen. Like, picture like a school dinner pizza, and then there's
There are
some
some
brown beef cubes just thrown
balancing
across
and
the left-hand
adjustments we might have to
side.
make,
wow.
because we are adding the buff system. So
Hence, none pizza with left
just
beef.
keep that in mind.
Which side's
as
the
we're
left-hand
getting
side of
data
a
on one
pizza?
end, we may be
Oh, whichever side you want it to be,
we're
man.
open to
Round.
kind of adjusting and tweaking things.
I love you guys for trolling them with the
Forward as
giveaway
well.
in their chat.
Someone in their chat admitted to using non-sanctioned
Yes,
player
another web
tools.
stream.
Oh, who said that?
I have not been able to get to it,
Oh,
but I hope to
yeah,
do that
it was
by
Doc
end of
that
day
said that.
today.
Oh, Jesus.
No, Galactic Phoenician.
When you're rerolling a buff, it is only for you.
I mean, I do like that animation, to be
It
fair.
is
It is
cool,
kind of
but
neat.
there are better things they could do.
Look, a trait audit, that'll take like 10 minutes. Too much time. Adding this, perfectly good use of our
I mean,
time.
he's milking
Like,
this animation. He's really milking it.
I know we're taking the piss here, but what if they actually took the Voyage guy off trying to fix the bug
now
just
I
to
can
add
get
this
to-
animation?
They only have like one engineer, right? I don't think they have that big of a team.
We never needed a dev
much
team
you want that
before,
to change?
Beverly.
If there's nothing wrong with the game, then there must be something wrong with the community.
Oh, God. Sorry, that got me. Oh, my God.
Oh, I see the timelines talks folks are in here.
Okay, I have a question for you guys. So when they inevitably do the TNG bridge, are they gonna have like Pulaski and Yar on it?
Ooh, they
Yeah,
should,
and
shouldn't
look how
they?
much
Really?
damage I'm
Logically.
doing now. Over
I
400.
think
Yeah,
I
that's
think-
tough
I think
because then you'll have a
that's-
mixture of
compared to what it
uniforms.
was before.
That's
and
true.
it'll be-
I
gonna
think
get-
they'll
Because
do-
TOS, you don't have
What it
Rand,
was before, but
Yeah.
do you?
it was way
No.
lower than that.
I think they'll do the
Or
the
Chapel.
classic season 3
So, yeah,
onwards. Yes, this
these
will make
effects
a wonderful.
Yeah.
Actually, to be fair, this will
have
make
a big
great
impact, and we're hoping
podcast.
that it'll
I may have to put a pre-ramble.
get you to kind of
apologies.
play
Okay.
around with your ship. And
All right, everyone shut up. I ask a legitimate question. I want to see if Ben gives us a
Now
hint
I
on the
can
next
get
boss
to
battle.
the
He's
Don't
gonna
actually
put it
shut
through
up.
another.
Star Trek Day.
He's gonna put it through another rotary
hang on, hang on,
cipher,
we're
and
talking
we're
about
gonna
Star
solve
Trek
it in
Day.
3 seconds.
So if all goes to plan, we will be force upgrading and turning on the new fleet boss battles.
WRG
turning that
Ben,
back
you
on,
are really good at
on
turning
the
me
6th.
on.
That is pending client rollout. We do have a little issue right now. That
I do hate that right now you have the little exclamation mark over
we'll
the
have
thing
more-
like,
more to
what do you want me to do
update.
with that part of the
Probably on
game?
that tomorrow.
Oh, he
From
said
the
issues. There's
7th,
an issue with something.
To October 5th, we'll have a free.
Oh, I
brand
actually
new
asked a
5-star
question.
giveaway.
He didn't answer it. Oh, well.
And this crew will also be included in a month-long objective event, also starting on the 7th.
What crew is
The
it? then?
crew is Uhura.
The
It's Uhura standing next to an astronaut.
Now the new crew in this, I don't want to spill the beans just yet.
Oh, he's
It's a very special crew. We'll be doing that stuff very, very soon.
Forget what I said.
Within the next,
It's not Uhura!
It's definitely not Uhura.
so on Star
It's
Trek
probably
Day,
Kivas Fajo.
getting
We're
out,
getting banned for this. We're so getting
It's
banned
another
for
Doctor.
this.
It's another blue shirt
and
McCoy.
also we'll be releasing a fleet boss battles.
Definitely not
free
Uhura
pack.
with an astronaut.
This pack will include some currencies and some valor
Yeah.
to get all players back in and participating
Ooh, valor.
in the new update to fleet boss battles.
What about some merits?
And I know you
More
guys have been
currencies.
asking for this for a long time. We are having a honor sale. We're having an honor sale
Oh, honor
next week.
sale.
Next week.
So don't
Next
miss out
week.
on that opportunity.
There we go.
But we'll
Buckle
also
up,
be adding a new honor hall crew as well.
You do hope
Wait,
none
you
of
honor
you
all
read
crew,
any
hush
of
up.
them?
Hammer.
Hammer.
I'm
Hammer?
really excited for.
Oh. Ooh.
Oh,
Just a
he's
note on that, we do have, so we'll have our offers in game.
Who was it, Emma?
They will be available on our web shop a day earlier.
Store.StarTrekTimelines.com.
If you can.
Come on, Ben, plug the store.
If all goes to plan, now those could change, but if all goes to plan, we'll have a new type of objective event that will give out crew retrieval items and energy. Yes, you heard that right.
Quantum and then OE
as rewards and objective in an objective event. Oh. And also,
they could do with getting the crew retrieval working before they give that away.
Themed around the gambler trait. That's also on the 13th.
Gambler collection.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, we also have athlete coming up too.
On the 19th to the 23rd, we'll have a Discovery Celebration Mixed Behold pack. These will be paired with some LTOs, but this will be a great way to get those past Discovery crew that maybe
go back to the animation. You want to see the animation again?
And get them on your roster.
All 112 Discovery crew get a choice of any of them.
Objective event.
You think they have the cadets in there?
I hope so. I really want them to be like a 2-star at
the objective event will be centered around fleet boss battles.
Ooh.
Oh.
That's new. Oh, big zip.
No, I'm
also, on the 20th, we will have a brand new type of pack. A Ship Behold pack for a limited time.
Ship Behold,
which will be starting on the 20th.
I wonder what price point they're going to go with. I need to rate
a week, potentially 2 weeks.
There won't be any artifact schematics in it.
We will also be having special web shop offers.
I'm over 100 packs with no artifact schematics so far.
Wow. I wish I could give you mine.
And also on the 21st,
there's 69 watching.
We will be releasing a exclusive item on our website.
Nice.
Don't want to announce it just yet, but we're pretty excited for this one to come out.
So have we learned anything interesting?
Kind of.
They've got a great animation.
And just a note, tomorrow we'll be releasing our official comms about
great, a strong word
mentioned here. That will be released tomorrow.
Can someone ask the question? Have you seen your new updated layout?
That's all I have. Any last?
Do you think Ben is being intentionally phallic with the Navarre on screen right now? Is that like a subliminal thing that he's...
Thanks, Ben.
How many times does one go into 0?
All right, I'm going to plug us again because we have permission.
Yes, the honor sale.
All right.
The honor sale is always a great.
So, honor sale next week.
Yes.
How many of you guys caved and spent some early?
No.
Not a damn nickel.
Not a single thing.
You fucking wish.
I tell a lie. I did the Dabo twice by mistake.
Wait, twice as in cleared the Dabo or just...
No. First spin before I realized.
Oops.
Oops, I got the gold.
Look, he saw Inglatu and he just lost all control.
Update to the Google Play Store and Apple Store.
Magnificent chest ahead.
We are addressing an issue on our, I believe it's our Samsung store and our...
So how many people are watching us right now?
Amazon store.
About 1 billion. Roughly.
47, the magic Star Trek number, 47.
First,
I got 51 on mine.
Making sure the fix goes into those.
Mine might be a bit behind.
New builds for...
It's all 4 of your bots, don't worry about it.
We'll be able to release them fairly soon, hopefully by the end of this week. But we'll
all right, Namer, just for you, polls up in chat. Let us know, guys. Are you a ardent saver for honor sales, or do you spend a little bit as you go?
Well, the first person to level 20...
They have released a lot of good Voyagers lately.
We'll have to try that when we release our the next bridge in the future.
Sales only. Save up all those sites. Use them when you need them.
Yeah, I just spend them all immediately. I have no self-control.
I've recently gone under 20 sites, which is the first time in probably almost a year since I've been back playing. And it feels wrong.
You guys had 20 sites?
I've
I think I had 42 at one point.
But I haven't.
This is the first time in a long time that this campaign has gotten me 2
trade
sites
audits
back, but was the first time in a long time I had 0 sites.
Hang on, still about trade
audits. And how many of those sites will you be using to get Judoku Kirk?
We actually did
less
do
than
one very recently. We're hoping to be able to
Between
get that
0
out,
and 1.
sometime before the end of the year.
Somewhere in the region of 0 to
But
fuck off.
like you said, a lot like trait audits take a lot of time. We have a lot of crew now.
Yes, trade
going
audits do
through
take a
all
lot of time, Ben. I imagine someone painstakingly spent months lining them all up with extended justifications for every single trait that all you had to do is plug in. That was probably a lot of work.
It's nice
by
that you paused
someone.
for you to talk there.
The Voyage bug still.
That's
on the
because
top
he's
of the
watching the
backlog.
stream while we're watching him.
I know, weird.
Why are they so mean to me?
I just want him
He
to
knows
I want him to
why.
tune into us.
Look, we're gonna
watching
have Ben on soon. I hope he completely roasts us like a pig with an apple in its mouth.
I hope yeah. He
Awesome.
I can't remember. Yeah, he goes full
Yeah,
Jeff
so
Ross
we have
on us, just
a bunch of
person by
great things
person
planned
down the
for
line.
Fleet boss battles, the future fleet boss battles, and even beyond. We are already starting our design process and planning out. And
Okay, so he mentioned
a
Fleet
feature,
Boss Battles objective
after Fleet
event.
Boss
What kind
Battles.
of objectives are you guys looking at?
No timeline on that yet.
With respect to
It's gonna
that.
take a
Ultra
while,
Nightmare
but,
5 times in 2 days.
From what I've seen, I'm very, very excited. Very, very excited. I think it'll mix up.
Use 4 Valor.
Game
Do
gameplay.
XYZ amount of damage.
It'll be
Do a brutal.
Oh,
complete
yeah,
nose.
clear a
So a lot of
node.
things to do
That would
left.
really get people
Yeah.
to
Subject
participate
timelines.
there.
Yeah.
I kind of hope they don't because I'm lazy.
Planned out, the end of quarter 3 into quarter 4.
They
some
score
exciting
X amount
features
of
that
points
we're
probably
looking
as well,
towards.
X amount of damage.
And then, of course, hopefully,
yeah, but then that would be kind
a new
of skewed
boss
because
battle,
it depends
either
on
in
which
Q4 or
level you go
Q1
after.
next year.
Because
Yeah.
True, yeah.
Probably use X amount of Valor.
Great.
Yeah.
That's it.
probably
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in.
Thanks,
Thank
Ben.
you, Ben.
Bye,
Bye,
Ben.
Love you, buddy.
Bye. All right.
Great stream, buddy.
Cheers, mate. We didn't listen to half of it, but it happened.
You listened to half of it? I wasn't paying any attention.
Right. I need to get rid of all my porn.
I mean,
Not
you went the
all
extra
of it.
mile. You weren't paying attention to it. I was just ignoring it.
This is where Auto breathes the helium.
Oh, God, yes, please do.
It might happen.
Please
If
do.
we get 3 more subs, I'll suck in all the helium in that balloon.
3 more
boy.
subs, you'll suck. Yeah, well, we know that.
So,
And you'll have to sing Faith of the Heart after that, right? I mean, that's fait accompli.
Right.
All right, so for podcast listeners, do you spend honor or save? Right now, only one person doesn't save for sales. And I hate to call you out, but if you're out there and brave enough to say something in chat, let us know because you, my friend, are living your best life.
You live a different lifestyle, and that's something to be cherished.
If you're a podcast listener and you just listen to all what just happened over the last half an hour, bully on you because that was
Yeah, there's no chance Idle edits this before uploading it, so you're going to have to sit through all of that.
You assume I'm going to edit something?
That sounds like more work for Idle. And
Yeah, you know how I
he's
feel
again
about work.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh man.
what do we do?
All right,
So
hold
hi
on.
everybody.
I put some
Right,
notes down.
Big's here.
Hey, Big, how you doing?
Right, so what do we
I-
do?
All
right,
What do
so
we do?
there's-
I'm currently
there's
kind of
a
editing my layout for 5 at the moment, so you guys talk for a minute.
There's a ship Behold pack coming up, which they did say months ago would be coming. So I know ships kind of get a bad rep. What kind of ships are you, if they put the artifact, in there, which a lot of people are using in their boss battles right now? Is that something you're interested in? What kind of ships would you be interested in?
What's the pool?
I have a ship I'd be interested in. The Bortus. Just as an extra, I wanted to sneak in there, just like when collection rewards turn up in Darbo because you forgot to turn on the exclusive truth flags. You know, I want
what
that
about
to
the
turn
constellation? Would they put the constellation in?
Yeah, they won't do that.
on. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, are there gonna? Has anybody done the math? Is there gonna be enough schematics all the way up to level 20 to finish?
Oh, I
the
imagine there probably will be.
constellation?
Yeah.
So that'd be kind of out for me.
So, you know, we're getting an objective event with fleet boss battle stuff in it, and also there's going to be some crew retrieval bonuses. Did he say that was a pack or that was in the objective event? I think he said that was in the objective event, didn't he?
Objective event, he said.
Quantum. So after saying like quantum's not going to be available everywhere else, they do the quantum pass and now they're doing this. Yeah.
He said energy and materials, and then I think he said pole stars. So I don't know if he said the magic word quantum, but I assume it's in there.
Okay, maybe.
If it's for fucking ISM, I literally will not participate. I don't need it.
No, I bought like 12 gambler poles today, and that cost me like 100,000.
How much did you have to gamble to get them?
Why? Just because I felt like it.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Have you been like?
You guys like Uhura, right?
Have you been grabbing communicator pole stars and maybe some Human Federation Starfleet ones too?
Can't hear you. The beer's just topping itself up. This interfering with the communications.
It's pouring out of his ears.
I should let you know, Watto. Neighbor already clipped the Uhura bit.
So good.
Oh yes. So speaking of not Uhura, we're gonna get a month-long objective event for a crew who's not Uhura. Probably another 5-star crew who's not Uhura. And this hypothetical crew won't be standing next to an astronaut outfit.
Or a suit of such.
Okay, well,
Ben is gonna what? I can't.
And it
believe,
won't
Ben
look
is gonna watch this.
it won't look anything like Nyota Uhura.
Probably not.
Art.
No, they would never reuse the face.
Okay, but to be fair, okay, Nichelle Nichols is, a total boss in the Star Trek lore, and we are possibly hypothetically getting her for free in an objective event. That's the best way they could have handled this whole thing. So It's a classy thing, a la when they added Aaron Eisenberg's Nog as the faction store icon. So that is hypothetically going to be well done.
Okay, so just a quick update. You have 20 minutes to enter the giveaway, as just announced.
Ben, why are you watching our stream? We would never watch your stream, my friend.
No, of course we wouldn't. 20 minutes to enter the giveaway. So type ! giveaway in the chat and you could win 10. Well, let me just check the web store is still updated with the 10 for 10. It is. You could win yourself 10 premium packs by entering the giveaway. So please enter.
I want to see WRG Ben ! Giveaway.
Oh my
I want to see it.
Are you talking about? Hold on. Are you talking about store.StarTrekTimelines.com?
I am talking about store.StarTrekTimelines.com. The one exclusive place where you can buy all Star Trek Timeline stuff without giving anyone like the Apple Store or the Amazon Store a cut of the profit. You can all go straight to WRG. So
Doesn't Tim Cook have enough money already?
Doesn't he indeed? Isn't Jeff Bezos just full of money?
Yeah.
Full of something.
You want to say something else there?
Yeah. Right, I'm going to the toilet. You guys talk some shit more.
How much more is there to say?
Okay, so let's say he covered the honor sale, which, by the way, Podcast listeners, 92% of our viewers, live viewers, save for the honor sale. So this one came a scotch later than normal, but it's nice that we're still getting it relatively on time. Yeah. We have the Fleet Boss Battles objective event, which... your guess is as good as ours as to what kind of objectives they're going to have. They have the giveaway objective event, presumably another month-long one, and then the Shipped Behold packs. So those are kind of the things that Ben teased in the stream outside of what you can find at the Starfleet Communications subforum.
Give me Bellitrium or give me death.
Then death it is.
Today's a good day to die.
Yeah.
Big, have you ever heard the Eddie Izzard bit about cake or death?
Oh yes, tea and cake or death.
Well, I'll have the tea and cake then. Oh well, I'll start running a cake.
It's been a long time, and like the Death Star canteen bit, and
absolutely classic. Oh dear. So, all about that honor sale. How much honor have you guys got saved up?
Ooh. So,
I have just crossed the 700,000 mark.
Ooh, nice.
So,
yeah,
I didn't buy any tribbles this time.
No tribbles. I am at 750k, so I think a little bit more, and I might be able to do a few more ABCs.
Ooh,
what are we talking,
I'm
are we
at
talking about?
606k.
Steps? No? Anyone?
Okay, folks.
Oh, there's a thanks for playing 250 Cortons in there.
There's a pull-up in chat. Now, we've talked about the updated boss battle damage thresholds. You can see them in game right now. So are you guys happy with they added a lot more granularity into there. Are you happy with them? Are you not? You think they should have gone further, or maybe they screwed something up?
I love a high fiber threshold. More grains. No? Anyone? Sorry.
A poop question, Captain?
I'm 4 beers in and I'm driving this truck, and you guys are just bollocksing hard right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
No,
Should we talk
okay.
about some crew?
Well, all right. So let me flip that on you. What's the argument against the more granular reward? Because I think it's pretty much all upside.
For WRG, you would want people to spend a little dilithium to get to that next threshold. So I can see them keeping it a little tighter for that reason.
Yeah. But I mean, they did move a little bit in that direction now, and that's a positive change. I'm just wondering if there would be anybody that's on the other side of that. It's like, oh, well, they shouldn't have done that.
Nope.
I can't. I'm trying. Well, it was always kind of goofy that a cooperative event like a Fleet Boss Battle was. I'm getting adverts for the Badgie directive in my timelines ad.
Yeah, you are.
That's weird.
Getting peanut butter in my chocolate.
I feel like I'm cheating on something right now. It's weird. Yeah, it was always kind of weird that a Fleet Boss Battle, which is ostensibly a cooperative event, was like ranked as if it were an event, an event, like a competitive event where you had to hit a certain threshold. It's like, well, thanks for putting the onus on me to do a certain amount of damage and making it feel more like I have to be stressed about it. Whereas it's kind of meant, especially now that we've had a chance to play around with it, it's way more like slow paced and just take it at your own time, bro. Do whichever one you can do and contribute where you can, unless you're auto and you just sponge off other people. But
Auto, I'm with you, man. I have been doing the whole. I'm just doing damage. I ain't got time to unfreeze crew.
So to be fair, I did a bunch when Boss Battles first launched, and then I quickly realized I'm actually getting no benefit, and I'm doing less damage, but I'm struggling to meet the minimum threshold. Now that they changed this and metered it all the way down to 1 damage done, I could definitely see, well, okay, if we haven't completed a chain here or there, all right, I'll start pitching in to try to get more. But really, that's something. And shout out to IPA, Interplanets Alliance, the greatest fleet of all time, who have really done well structuring that. Where
hang on, Ben's restarting the stream.
We could run games. I'm
Oh,
very
it's
excited.
Happens to the best
Do
of
our
us.
first ever WRG stream.
Well, it is
Flag us all off.
the stream stops and starts.
This is our first.
Oh wait, no.
Stream, please let me
Sorry.
know if audio.
YouTube just played the old one. Sorry, I thought he just restarted his stream to call us out. and shit.
Hashtag blame idle.
Yeah.
Sorry.
hashtag professionalism.
Yeah, there we go.
Fake
Anyway,
news.
carry on.
Fake news.
So now that
No,
they
see,
extended the
He
now that they
was
extended
replaying
the
it for West
damage.
Coast.
Now that they extended the damage thresholds, I could definitely see myself pitching in more if we're in a pinch. But the onus should be more on the people who can easily make all the thresholds and get all the magnesite that they need.
I think it's like that, the Starship Troopers meme at the start was like, I'm doing my part, except
I'm
no,
doing
you're
my
not.
part.
Yeah.
I don't know how other fleets do it, but I mean, at Suncoast, we've kind of made it a fun thing where we all jump in chat together, we work together, communicate on which crew we've used, which crew we should be using, and it's fun. And we just fly through the.
Can
the
you say
nodes.
that like a late night TV advert? Here at Suncoast, we're doing everything we can for our players.
Join Suncoast.
No.
Be the best.
No, you know what you should do? You should do like one of those I lost my job and I became redundant things, but it's me because I used to be the person calculating all the traits and working out the best, thing, and then I got replaced by that fucking computer tool, and now I just sit in the background like...
Did you were really proud
Can
of
I
that
come
at the moment,
play?
like,
Well, yeah, because I couldn't do fuck all else, could I?
Okay, so we're going to pretend to do a little bit of serious discussion here now that we did about an hour of complete nonsense. Smart Heli in chat says, looks like we're going to want to clear the nodes as early as possible so the buffs will be enabled for most of the battle. Yeah, I think most fleets already kind of do that. They churn through the combos as fast as they can, and then the last about half health, they kind of got to grind down with Valor, but that does give a little more incentive. Maybe a little more incentive to communicate, like, which buffs do we want? Can we re-roll with dilithium to try to get that? because it looks like for what we saw on the stream, the reroll with dilithium option not only changes the amount of the buff, but also the kind of buff. So you can go from crit rating to damage to whatever else they have available.
If you like Ben, you can go from the top buff to the shittest buff.
For podcast listeners, are you satisfied with the updated personal damage threshold? 65% say yes, but add a little bit of elytrium to the boss damage rewards. 29% say yes, I'm satisfied. And one lone malcontent says no, I want more magnesite.
I mean, we all want more magnesite. But yeah, no, with the application of a little dill and some bad luck and, you know, some bad vibes, you too can completely shit up your luck and have to re-roll it multiple times before getting the exact same result you did last time.
You know the answer for that? Buy dilithium.
I mean, let's
Yeah,
Try
right,
our new
Frank.
feature. Fuck your sleep over today.
Is anybody actually going to do this? The re-rolling?
No.
I think a lot of people will, because I've seen a lot of people already use it to buy Valor to make incremental damage dealt to the boss. So you never know.
I mean, if you get a really bad buff to start with, maybe, and you've got someone in the fleet who's like doesn't mind spending deal, there's chances are they're gonna.
Crit chance +1.
Yeah.
I might re-roll that.
Yeah.
So I've gone to just buying the Uber campaign. I'm not getting the monthly card, so my dilithium is a little bit more precious than it used to be. I've really slimmed down. So what would I rather spend on? My one daily boss battle and the chance I could get more of a crit buff on a chance of more magnesite, or could I put it into crew retrieval and actually get something I want? Which is kind
Okay,
of where
polls
I think
up
a lot
in
of players
chat,
are.
folks.
All into fleet boss battles, all of it, all into buffs.
Go ahead and vote on that poll. Let us know what kind of person you are at your core.
Oh, I kind of want to vote maximum chaos. That's kind of a little bit me, but I am.
I mean, 15 dill is a tiny amount.
Adds up. What's the increment? Did we see
It
the
depends
Did you see
to
15
inflict
then?
suffering.
What does it go up to? Does it go up to your
15
mortgage?
is
or-
It depends on the type, because like crit bonus I think was 1 to 1,000, but damage was like a percentage. So
Yeah.
So did they structure this so that you have 90 dill on one thing of quantum, and then 15 dill on one buff reroll? That way you end up 5 dill down from your monthly card a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, very sneaky.
Yeah.
Pretty clever.
by the way, folks, 10 minutes left. Go and chat and on Twitch chat right now. Type !giveaway. We're giving away 10x premium packs to
10
one
of them.
lucky winner
10
who's
AFVs
not currently on the
that you
stream.
can't re-roll. You can't spend dilithium to re-roll.
Damn it, you
Okay, so
beat me to the punch. Damn it.
Ben says the buff rerolls are just for the individual, not for the fleet wide. So
Yeah, that
you
makes
don't.
sense.
Hey, the poll still counts if you hate yourself and you want.
Could you imagine, right? Oh, our fleet has got we've got the top damage, and someone goes, "No, I'm going to spend dilithium." Haha, shit crit rating. Woo!
Yeah, it's like this boat buff could be is nice, but the buff box could be anything, even a boat.
It could be a boat.
Is it time to talk about Kirk's crotch yet?
Always.
When is
Buff
it
box, isn't
not?
it?
When is it not?
When is it not? Let me try.
Hey,
and
you're the
work-
bus driver.
I am. Well, apparently I was. Let me just try and. Oh no, not that button. I need to find the right button because I've
The
been
schlong
reconfiguring things.
that launched 1,000 cock ships.
You didn't see
It's
that.
fine.
Let's go to. I didn't see that either. Where is it? I didn't see that.
And that was
There it is.
COCK, incidentally, because that's the other, that's the alternative Spock.
So, Aspen has announced the next Uber Premium crew is oddly buff Kirk. Judoka Kirk.
Judo Chop Kirk.
Right, this art was drawn by Shatner. Has to be. No one would watch Charlie X and actually make him have a six-pack like that because, okay, he was like, in Charlie X, he was in shape for a man of the 60s, and you ever read the old comics and they say you could get this buff and they're all sort of like slightly chubby but they're top heavy. This is
No, it was drawn by the same artist that did the Stretch Armstrong Tom Paris.
I was thinking more this is
muscle
what's his name, Sulaban, the fucking ballet Sulaban.
Reed?
No, not Sulaban Reed, the actual Sulaban.
Silic.
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 This is the Silic art with the amount of crotch on display.
Yeah, a little bit.
Let me get
I've
silly.
seen that dozens of times and never have my eyes gone crotch.
Like the good, like the
Every-
good male.
You know what? There is one little group of people that will enjoy this. It's the same people who really enjoy Resistance Burnham for the fact that if you're into feet,
Oh yeah.
if you're into the feet, that he's wearing them little Starfleet like little toe socks or whatever. It's like I get if you're into that. But man, so I watched this episode with Otto when I went over to visit him in Germany. And it's fucking atrocious. It's really
real
bad. It's no good. It's creepy.
Basic
It's
moral
badly
decency.
written. It's
I think it's
misogynistic.
episode 2 or 3 of the original series, so it's just when they're getting their
Grace Lee
footing.
Whitney. Poor Grace Lee Whitney for having to put up with
I
this
feel
shit.
so bad for her.
Yeah.
I feel so bad.
Sometimes Captain Kirk uses judo techniques, for example, in self-defense or to get along with someone.
Okay.
No.
Charlie, this
not
is
really.
the right way you molest a woman.
We haven't got Charlie in game, have we?
No, we can't.
No, we're never
Right,
gonna
No.
get
I'm
this.
not going to.
And they put his art in the game files long ago. He was slated to be an event release, and then they changed it kind of last minute. I guess they didn't have the rights
Let me
for
pull up. I'll pull Charlie up.
for the actor.
Let me pull Charlie up. Charlie.
Yeah, I don't
Careful how
want
you
him,
word that.
honestly. I hate him. I actually just loathe
I
the
mean,
character.
especially
And I,
the fact when you've got a guy who scowls at you.
yeah, guess what? I way prefer the tinfoil isle effect that they did for Dana and Mitchell. Although Mitchell also ended up being shit, so you know, not a lot for early TOS in these things here. This
For podcast listeners, would you spend dilithium to reroll a good buff to screw your fleet? 21% of our viewers are degenerate people. But that's okay because we've learned that you can only reroll the buffs for yourself, not for everyone.
these traits are wrong.
Yeah.
Frankly, he really shouldn't be brutal because this is literally a training match that he does with someone else. He doesn't even do it with like Charlie.
He says, "Can I borrow you for a few easy throws?"
Oh, there he is.
He tosses them gently and laughs and chuckles and
Yeah, it's playful. It's calm and quiet. It's not even as intense as Sito and Worf doing the fake Mokbara exercise. It's literally just like a, whoa. It's the kind of thing you would literally do as a stunt rehearsal. So brutal is kind of right out. He should have counselor because he's trying to help
I'll go with that.
Charlie with some like healthy male bonding. How successful it is well. But he tries. Like Kirk is trying to be a positive male figure in this boy's life, and
Well, he's
No,
trying to be a
fuck it, you
positive for 1967 male figure.
yeah. But I mean,
he's at least trying to bond with him, at least to treat him like a human being, which is more than the Thasians ever did.
and
It was
yeah,
progressive for the time.
Yeah.
I would remove brutal duelist, add communicator and counselor, but between the art, can anyone explain to me why he has the engineering skill? It's like I feel like someone just posted an image in the timeline Slack of him in the red tights and said, "Oh, we'll make that a card," and they just imagined what the card would be like without actually watching the episode, which, in their defense, is a terrible episode to sit through. So I could see why they wouldn't want to, but it's like this card is just bad in all corners, and it's perfectly usable. You know, if you buy the campaign normally anyway, you're going to use them probably. You might even want to finish them, but this is not a card who is at all representative of what we see in the episode.
So this Cisco beat me to it by punch. He says he engineered a perfect throw. It was exactly what I was just going to say. Like the engineering, the jury rigging behind a throw. So yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Med would have. Guess what? If you'd given him a med kicker, A, it would have made more sense, and B, it would have made him at least a bit more viable. Because I think, do we have a
Dipsec
Kirk with
med.
med? Do we
No.
have a Kirk with med? Yeah,
Don't think
would have been the
so.
first one. People were always talking about Amnesiac, Miramini,
Kirok.
for that, but Kirok, yes, like would have been an easy one. But this one would also, I would have been perfectly fine with a tertiary. Like they've given Med for far less attempts to like actually reach out and touch another human being with your emotions and be like, "Hey, look, I am trying to connect with you as a human being," but instead it's like, "No engineering," because that's all we know how to give. It's like, No.
So
no,
I did
that makes
review
sense.
the whole transcript before the show because I knew I was going to complain about this anyway. I don't see any possible justification for engineering in there. So he
I
counsels
think
the
it's a
kid.
case of
They talk about him being the father figure. Give him a little med,
Yeah.
give him dip, but this
Yeah.
skill set makes no sense to me. So
as much as
I think there are other Kirks with Eng, like Ralphal
Yeah.
Kirk has it as a tertiary, but that makes a bit more sense because he at least
survivalist,
punches stuff.
As
but
much as we don't like Command Dipsec, it makes sense here. Like they kind of put Eng there to say we're not doing Command Dipsec crew. Like we know we don't want that crew, but where the crew does make sense, fine.
Yeah. It's just a miss. Like this isn't. I don't feel this is a crew that we needed.
Yeah.
It's a bad execution. Like the art looks like copy pasted onto an Action Man.
I wouldn't say we don't need them because I feel like we should have sort of every unique sort of representation of beloved characters in game. But I just would like to see them done right.
Yeah, then let me refine that. We don't need this version of Kirk. There is another version of this Kirk that we could have, but we don't have that Kirk.
I mean, for gameplay reasons, the one thing that he's got going for him is the only...
1 minute till the giveaway ends. Sorry, Carol.
Yeah.
Type exclamation mark giveaway in chat, folks.
Is that the only other gold that has this exact skill order right now is Ushan Archer, who is atrocious.
Oh gosh, yes.
Oof.
So he is an upgrade by default over that. So
I guess he's also a sec Kirk. Like that's got some value, but there are at least two better than him that are old that you can retrieve, and you don't have to pay $23.99 of your local regional currency. Like
$23.75 if you get it on the web store.
Oh well, now I'm sold.
Hold on, are you talking about store.StarTrekTimelines.com?
Is that right?
Oh, I hadn't thought about that, but I am.
I hear they give away limited treasure packs on there.
I've heard that too. Evans of Wales! Congratulations on being the very first winner of our giveaway. Please reach out to me. Please reach out to me on Discord. Let me know your DBID. I will log in and I will purchase you the current 10 for 10 on there and get you 10x premium packs. Hopefully before the end of the show. We'll see. Hopefully. I've actually not bought anything off the web store. It may not accept British money. We'll see.
And Evans, if you send Idle a VIP Zero's DBID for this,
I was just about to say that.
I will Venmo you $50.
Oh my word! Yeah,
do that. That's cyberbullying. That's actually cyberbullying.
I will say, Evans, as well, since you are a regular on our Discord, please post up every 10 of your pulls as well. Let us know what you got.
All frozen beholds,
or at least let us know if you've got any good crew.
And gain strength from the sharing.
Yes.
Can't believe you're condoning cyberbullying.
Oh dear.
It's my birthday. I can do whatever I want.
No, I can. It's like that scene from the Matrix where they're getting unplugged, and it's not like this.
Shy says, if this art had been good, we would have loved this Kirk. Actually, I wouldn't have. I feel like this is a mock. This reminds me of Mokbaro Wharf, actually, with again questionable art. Mediocre to okay mediocre voyage metrics bolstered by a tertiary skill that is unusual for that character that isn't justified by the episode, and just overall general just not meshing together with traits and stuff like that. It's very that one also should have been Dipsec Med. What is with these people? I don't get
But to Shai's point, if the art had been on point, it would have covered over a lot of the transgressions. Assembly.
It would have helped.
Yes, it would have helped a lot.
Okay, pull up in chat, folks. And let me know if this Kirk gets to you. I feel like if you're going to make a visible crew, giveaway crew, campaign crew, honor hall crew, go the extra mile to make sure they're right. Because we are being nitpicky, we're Star Trek nerds, we're fans. So if the art is off and the traits are off and the skill sets are off, what's the point of making this card? So obviously a lot of people are still buying the campaign for the other goodies, but if you're making it a visible high-profile card, make sure it's really right on.
Well, this card specifically, it's like, well, I mean, and campaign crew in general, it's like we need to be hardest on these because the only way you can get them is plunking down cash money for it. That's literally the only way you can have them. So make it worth the money.
Until
and this is
Shy
not worth the money.
Is there a good Kirk art card? There is tons of good Kirk
Labor
out
Kirk
there.
is good.
Labor Kirk's good.
Labor Kirk's awesome.
Raffle Kirk's alright.
Survivalist Kirk.
Yeah, Survivalist has one of the best, like with the cannon.
Raffle Kirk has problems. He's not holding the communicator, which is a big problem.
He's not standing in the scene. Incognito Kirk is pretty good.
I was actually going to say I really like his they captured his expression really nicely.
Roman captive Kirk is fantastic.
Literally got there.
Yeah. Well, that's Canada's ass Kirk. Yeah.
Wow.
That's a
oh
poll.
my God! Is Kirk Captain America of the Star Trek universe? That's
obviously. Come on.
He's Captain Ontario, man. Come on.
Oh yeah, okay. But the equivalent of Captain Federation.
Yeah.
All right, Shy. I'm gonna just go. Let me open up Big Book and let's see how many Kirks have bad art. That's how about we narrow it down to that.
Caliphie
actually
is bad.
Caliphie
Green
Caliphy's
Command
fine.
Wrap Kirk isn't great.
He's okay.
Yeah.
Mirror Kirk is great.
Evil
Romulan
Kirk, you
Kirk
kind of
is
wanted
awesome.
him doing the where he's like losing his.
It's the wrong pose.
Android Kirk is just
Gangster Kirk, Admiral Kirk is great.
Actually, I think Android Kirk is great because what else could you do to show that
he could be
he's
wearing the
like?
Android uniform because there was the scene where the two Kirks are side by side and one of them is wearing.
Oh, that's true.
They could have had that rather than yellow uniform.
Did you note that he is the android?
You're right.
Yeah. Romulan Kirk, though, that's fabulous art. I love that. I'm also just a sucker for that Romulan makeup.
Although I would have loved if he was holding that giant circular Romulan cloaking device in it. That would have been pretty cool.
I mean,
now you know I want to see. I want to see like a version of that scene where Quark and Rom have to carry the cloaking device, but it's like Kirk and Spock, and they're both in Romulan like outfits, and they're having to do just like a Laurel and Hardy bit. I'd love that.
Yeah,
Lower Decks should do that.
Maybe the worst Kirk is probably the 2-star, the original.
Yeah, because he's beta art,
yellow
I'm pretty
shirt.
sure.
Yeah, because it
It's
just
really
doesn't
lame.
mesh with the rest of the style.
Yeah.
I am now buying Evans some premium packs. So let's
That was one of the first cards in the game, though. To be fair.
Yeah, that's a long.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Union Kirk looks off. I'm fine with Reunion like Kirk and Spock. I think that they look great.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Like I feel like it's a case of you have to like draw a delineation between I think this art could have been better to bad art, because there's bad art like Old Bloodos, Jadzia Dax, and then Potato Martok. That's not the same thing as like, oh well, he should have been holding the communicator. Like we're nitpicky about that stuff, and even I'm like, come on guys, that's not bad art. You just don't like it as much as the other art.
How many crew arts have they changed? Is it 3?
It's not many.
3, I think. Yeah.
There was the Dax.
Yeah, Blood Oath Dax, Tomalak,
and
and Martok.
Martok, yeah.
Martok. Yeah.
So 3 so far.
So far.
Which I mean, they didn't have to do any. So fair play to them for actually updating a few that,
always
that were
appreciate
pretty
that,
rough.
yeah.
And there were definitely big improvements as well.
Okay, good news.
Yeah,
Evans of Wales gave me his DBID. I bought him the 10 packs, and he has got them. So the system works. We have a winner, and he has received his prize. So there we go.
Nice,
the
well
system works. Sorry, carry on.
Okay, who's up next? We've talked enough about Kirk. Which, by the way, for podcast listeners, are you satisfied with this Kirk? 60% say no, you can do better. 27% say they only buy the campaign for the site, so they don't care where the gold is. 13% say he's fine. You guys are being picky.
I will say, for the record, that this will be the first campaign. First Ultra.
You cut out there, Big. Sorry, what was that?
No, this will be the first Ultra campaign I will not buy.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
But will you get the regular campaign for... no, not Nemesis Sacrifice Data. What's going on there?
It's fine. I've only been doing this for years.
There we go. Enemy Line Cisco.
Enemy Line Cisco.
Enemy Line Cisco.
You want to talk about fucking art? This is stellar art.
Brilliant art.
Still.
This is Cisco in a nutshell.
That's inspiring. Like, that's like, you see Cisco doing that? Like, that's that meme Cisco. That's the one I see all the time, where it's like, Q came to my station, I punched him in the face. You know,
my
those
fingers,
style
Cisco.
ones.
No, dude, I feel like I let Avery Brooks down on a personal level, and I feel really bad about it, actually.
You didn't jazz
Do
hard
not
enough.
be sorry. Be better.
So if you let's talk about, you want to save someone some money, you want to just buy the regular premium campaign. This is a good card. Like he's got a little bit gauntlet.
It's
It's an okay card.
He's got collections.
Okay.
He's got collections. He's okay. He
Yeah,
has a little
that's
bit
your
of
only
utility.
metric, huh?
I think he's frozen.
How long?
He's ship
he is.
damage and he's trades.
And
So
yeah, he's got boom.
I'm with you. If you're a new player, you're fine to grab him. You're getting a little bit of ship damage. Bajoran, cultural figure, inspiring tactician, diplomat may be desperate if the game runs out of juice at the end. So he's fine. He's better than J.G. Palmer. Sorry.
Yeah.
The fuck.
I don't think Idle could, in good faith, disagree with
Look,
you on that.
we're all around tier 80, 90, or whatever on the campaign right now. If you have a choice between this campaign or the next one with Kirk, I would wait and get Cisco and Kirk next month.
I mean, the art is stellar. Like, if you're a Cisco fan, and I'm a huge Cisco fan, I love Cisco. Like, this probably the best Cisco art. Maybe
It's up there. It's up
Solar
there. But there's
Sails
some good
is
ones.
nice, but I don't think it's
okay,
quite
it's weird.
as
It's a bit
detailed.
It doesn't capture Avery Brooks quite as
no,
well.
this does.
Yeah.
Cal
This is-
Haya is
Ishan
kind
Che
of
Cisco
awful.
is good.
1701 and Cal Haya
He's
are really
awful.
bad.
1701 is the worst, easily
Yes.
the worst. It's so bad.
with the huge forehead.
High
for some
Roller.
reason.
High
High
Roller is
Roller good.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, I still think Ishan Che is my favorite.
that's a good one.
Ishan Che is really good, actually. I've kept him on Frozen for a long while because he's a good Voyager, and I do really just like Cisco in the episode, and this is great. Yeah, this is top. Shai says this is top 10 art in the game. I would not disagree. Like, this is one of those things where, like, I see this art appear in other licensed products. Like, they use the timelines art in Modifius' tabletop,
Yeah.
and it all looks great. They choose just the right ones every time. That they don't ever pick the 2-star shitty art. They always pick the good ones.
This Cisco says sous chef Cisco. Yeah, that is a good one. I like sous chef.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's actually a really good one. Yeah.
Mostly because you craft
I mean,
the potato.
Even the promoted Cisco, the 2-star is a good one.
Yeah, that's-
art is
Yeah,
very-
with
that's okay.
the old TN. Well, no, it is because he's just wearing the TNG dress uniform, which looks terrible, but he looks good in it.
Well, and I like
incidentally,
Jodmos a lot too. No, and the worst one,
yeah.
the worst one. Okay, 1701 is there, but Mirror Cisco is right
Yeah.
alongside him.
yeah, that's
Junk.
it's like choosing which arm I'd rather have chopped off.
Yeah.
Incidentally, Tyron, the I think final Jeffrey Coombs card that we were missing, has gone live.
Nice.
As has acting Captain Arex from TAS.
You mean
Who
acting?
Big Book tells me is tier 1.
And through the power of artificial intelligence and complicated internet shit, we now have his stats on screen. Whoa! Whoa! Look at that.
Wow.
Voyager rank
Crazy.
number 2. So the Taz
Is that
supremacy.
good? That sounds good.
That
It's okay.
it's all right. It's okay.
Honestly, Big, I wouldn't advise venting for him. Take the week off.
Yeah. Fuck it.
I'll grab him for you.
However,
Would you? You're a pal.
No, isn't that nice?
I
He
thought so.
is a Dosian, Starfleet Federation musician, astrophysicist, explorer, communicator, merchant with the command sec psi, which is a bit. I mean, I'm getting flashbacks of Archer and Porthos here. Without the event ability, maybe, because of all the Arex variants, we've probably had both of them. The art, however, is
Yeah,
better.
pretty much.
Although
I love this art,
I'm
honestly.
kind of getting
This is
MC
great.
Escher vibes off where his arm is. I can't quite place it.
Well, yeah, but that's how Edosians are. They have 3 legs and 3
They
arms. It's
do,
like
and
they
it's just-
should look weird.
Yeah, I know, and I kind of like that, but it's throwing my brain a little
Well,
bit.
also keep in mind you can now have Captain Tribble and Arex on the same bridge, so they have 2 people and they going like, can we get an entire bridge
Pointing
of
collection!
people on?
Look, it's the pointing
shut up.
collection. It's
It's not
another one.
happening.
Seated collection.
Come on.
I want an entire
Also, you're
bridge
muted.
of people
You're muted.
sitting in the captain's chair. I want 4 people just in the captain's chair, just pointing at each other. I want it.
Did someone do the flavor
Does Tribunal
test?
Pike count?
No.
No.
We're waiting for you with the helium.
All right, hold on. Oh,
Suck the balloon.
I'm gonna figure this out while you guys.
It's incredible.
No, we want to watch
this.
This
is what you come here for, folks. Yeah, no. We want to watch you struggle.
I need a pin or something. Hold on.
Well, are you going to pop it? And then, if you pop it, you're not going to be able to...
You can't open it. It's got... Look how tiny that little opening is.
That's the one valve.
You can possibly get a bit of tape open.
This is the best thing that's been on the stream all
struggling.
night.
Oh, hold on, I think it's child-proofed.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, this does explain a lot. So,
Voyager rank 2.
incidentally, so again, you have this thing where we are not allowed to have, not usually anyway, not usually allowed to have top 10 Voyagers that have really good skill sets. Agamus, who is available this week, is an exception to that. He's got a great skill set. Badgie has a bit of med. Eric's here has a bit of side. Vidala Elder is still the winner with Command Med.
Yeah.
This is basically, if you don't love Courier Burnham, this is your excuse to freeze her forever, basically. Because I can't think of many things that she does. He even steals her astrophysicist seat. That's basically... There's nothing you can do. This is...
Oh, no!
For the podcast listeners,
He's got a
Otto
North
has a large
blade.
knife.
Jesus, he's taking it to the head in one go.
Down in one.
My lord!
Wow.
Amid the rash of strange pranks aboard the Enterprise, Eric's takes the role of acting captain while the rest of the bridge crew have lunch. I hope you appreciate the lengths I went to for this.
Yeah, it's about 9 inches.
About this long, this thick.
Bravo.
Clip that.
Bravo.
Somebody clip that. Clip that now.
That was beautiful.
Best.
He's a good card.
Is he?
Still going.
Is he fabulous?
Serious rules, brother.
Ugly bags of mostly water. Say it.
Ugly bags of mostly water. Oh, I'm losing it already.
Oh, no. Damn it. Okay, so how do you feel about the top 2 best crew in the game, well, best Voyagers in the game being Taz crew?
That's
It's
weird.
silly. I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, we had this whole discussion before about would we want the iconic characters being the ones that we use all the time. And I think by and large we all said that yeah, we would. It would be nice to have a crew that represented something iconic in Trek, being the ones that do all the things that you do daily in the game. So this is the antithesis of that. Not quite as much as Vidala Elder, I don't think, because at least Eric's was a regular in TAS. So you're not going to use them for much else. There's not going to be Eric's events. There's not going to be Vidala Elder events. So, I mean, this was their best shot to be something useful.
That's true.
I don't mind it, because in the end, it's just all click them and put them on the Voyage and send out the Voyage anyway. You don't really look at them and admire them all that long.
It is at least a card that has some flavor, because we talked about this with relation to Pike and Spock, how though they picked the most bland variants of them essentially to give ridiculous Voyager monster stats. It's like something like this I would kind of prefer over another Spock doing the Vulcan salute. It's just a bit more weird. It embraces that Star Trek ethos of infinite diversity and infinite combinations.
I will say this though, and then I gotta go. But so yeah, I gotta. Remember when Reunion Spock and Kirk, and there was just this. It looked like an intentional effort to just go right up to the line, Captain Braxton, and say, okay, this is still the ceiling, but so it's going to be worth it to fuse this gold, this fairly okay gold and purple together, because it's going to be worth it, and they're not going to just release cards that are that strong just because. Where did that go? That's
Wow.
gone. That's out the window.
In case of emergency, break Spock and Kirk. You know,
Break Voyage rankings.
The winter of the long sullen winter has long since passed, and we are now in the. I mean, we have long been in the summer of awesome Voyagers. Like this is. They've broken that seal now, and every new card is a great Voyager, which is the way to go. This is how you get people interested in events, and how it keeps people kind of going, oh, let's spend some of these new sites we're getting in this Ultra campaign. Like they're dealing in more economies now, which benefits WRG and also kind of benefits the players, because you can think, okay, maybe I won't go for Arix this week, but next week there'll be another new top Voyager, so I'll go for them instead. So it kind of benefits everyone.
Poll up in chat, folks. We have had a few notable TAS Voyagers. What do you think? Do you like TAS? You think they should spread it around? Or you only want the iconic crew like the Wrathful Kirk and such to have that? If we're looking back at just crew that have pipped Braxton, because for the longest time he was the man. Let's see. Let's rank by unboosted. So we have TAS. We have a couple Strange New Worlds, a couple TAS. Lower Decks, Enterprise, TNG, Voyager, TNG again, Lower Decks. So they really have spread it around pretty well, I would say. I think 4 or 5 different series in the last year have been top Voyagers. So I think they've done okay on that front.
Yeah. I feel like it is nice to be able to grab a ton of crew that, like, if you don't have an enduring love of, say, TAS, sorry, or you don't like Lower Decks, you have a bit of variety, and you can grab a different Voyager that's a bit more Star Trek for your liking, if you kind of draw those lines, or if you don't like the art or the execution of it. It's just a case of if everyone's super, no one is, I suppose, where it's like, at this point, I'm kind of spoiled for choice, and then it's like, well, I'm probably going to just default to my position of which one do I like the most? Which I suppose, guess what, guys, it's the best way to play the game. Don't be swayed by Voyagers. Don't be swayed by Idle's lies about collections. But on the flip side, it is really nice to grab 1 or 2 copies of a crew from an event, or a pack, however you get your crew, and then know, okay, if I don't finish this crew now, I can finish them in 6 months, a year, 2 years, and they will still be usable. Because there's nothing quite like, hey, I grabbed Princess Tonya Barrows with the intention of getting another few stars, and then, 5 top 10 Voyagers happened, and then it didn't happen, and by the time I actually get around to her or finish her through the holes, she is useless. And you guess what? That's not a great feeling, because it's like, that means I invested in resources in that card that, in retrospect, I kind of regret. Whereas if my roster is just full of crews that are still in the top 40 by the time I get around to them 9 months later by the next on a sale, suddenly I feel a lot happier about my prospects. I'm like, well, I must have spent those sites in a really optimal way. Now I can continue to spend them in such a way that I am continually improving my roster. So, swings and roundabouts, as it were.
I was gonna say I pushed for, and I didn't really have the resources, but I used all of them that I had to get First Officer Una, and I think she's kind of on that bubble. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get around to citing her. She's really gonna be.
Yeah, I did the same with her.
There was a while where she was all like, everyone was looking and going, oh, she's unlimited boom, like there's no limit. Or no, she had 3, doesn't she? Or
she has 4, I think.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
Oh, 3, no, it's 3.
3.
There was a while where.
For podcast listeners, what do you think about all these top animated series Voyagers? 80% say spread the love around of the different series. 20% say it's great. Cranky, let me ask you, I'm going to run down a couple names. Which one of these recent top Voyagers has tickled your fancy, is just, for whatever reason, you just really want to have them and you're happy that they're there? Vidal Alder, Lieutenant Commander Spock, Eric's, Enterprise Pike was the giveaway, Agamus, Camping, Archer and Porthos, Fenton Picard, Barge of the Dead Taurus, Professor Data, Corrupted, Badgie. Any of those really jumped out at you? I just got to have them no matter what.
Badgie was a bit of a got to have, just because I like the character. I love his smiley face, although that particular variant isn't the smiley one, but I just love his smiley face. Barge of the Dead Torres was a goer for me. I love that art. That was great art.
Yes.
Yeah. And
can I teach you a lesson?
Why was that so loud? Sorry.
Professor Data I got.
Agamus for me is going to be in that.
Agamus is going to be a goer. Yeah.
Did you say Agamus?
Yes, that's my data. Okay. Yes, that's. Okay, and with that, I gotta go. Happy birthday, man!
Cheers for
I'm glad
jumping
I
in,
could be
Big.
here for at
Thank
least
you.
a little bit.
See you, Big.
Yeah.
Oh,
Have a good one, man.
right, I'm gonna have to fuck up my.
I miss him already.
Okay, I'll agree with Anderson and chat. Camping Archer and Porthos. We talked about it when he came out on this show. How it's just perfectly thematical. He is explorer. He's one of the first explorers of the era. He is a true Voyager in that sense, and so it's good that Enterprise gets some nice power representation. And time will tell how great he holds up with that skill set. But it's nice that they really put him on the map with a good Enterprise crew.
Yeah, because it's like Enterprise especially got shafted for so long. It used to be, your only Enterprise rep in actual daily use would be you'd see Mirror and defensive Phlox and Gauntlet.
Yeah.
And then you might see a T'Pol every now and then in an event. And then it's like, well, suddenly you have actual top 10 Voyagers which you can use, which is nice. Because Enterprise is massively flawed, but it deserves its representation. Especially now that, we've entered the era where people are nostalgic for Enterprise, which is a weird thought. Where people can appreciate it, and then it starts getting referenced in, Discovery and, Prodigy and Lower Decks. People bringing it up. It's now part of the history, so it deserves to be kind of immortalized, and for a long time it wasn't. Are there any DS9 characters in, say, the top 20? Because I don't remember you saying any DS9 ones. I feel like now we kind of need some more. Because I would like at least one from each series in that top 20.
I think there are still more DS9 crew in the game than any other series.
Yeah.
I'll have to double check
but
that.
Good ones,
But good ones
That's
is a
the thing.
different question. FCA Brunt, there you go. Thank you, Gandoza.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I guess. I feel like we're doing new Dax, actually, because we had that, 2016, 2017 period. Oh, yeah. He's, 116 now. I think he's aged quite a bit.
O'Brien. Thank you, Anderson.
Oh, yeah. There you go. That's the point.
Yes. And Racquetball.
Although I'm sure they've been turned into, Voyager number 40 because of the ridiculous inflation. No, not Racquetball.
Well, speaking of... Shall we move things along? Speaking of Agimus, here's the crew you can win this week in an event. Eng Dip Command, a slightly more favourable skill set, and Voyage rank 5. A lot of tasty traits as well that don't come up quite often, such as Prisoner, Resourceful Scoundrel. Well, I'm sorry, not Resourceful Scoundrel. Villain is a nice one. Crafty is always a good one. That's
a new trait. Sentient Computer.
Sentient Computer is a brand new trait, which, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't they apply that to someone else in the trait audit?
Yeah, one other.
Someone else.
I
can't think. I haven't got the reference on me right now, but
because we don't have M5, we don't have Landrew.
I don't think they did edit anywhere else.
Did they not? I think they need to because it needs to be on a few.
It's basically all TOS characters. We need this opens the door now. This means we can have Landrew. This means we can have M5. I want tons of crew that are just 60s style computer walls. I want an entire bridge of them.
Let's go.
Agamus has a knack for. Agamus has a knack for sowing discord in order to upload himself into a position of power. They missed a word there.
And for those that aren't aware, this is a Jeffrey Coombs character. So if you haven't watched Lower Decks, this is someone that Jeffrey Coombs...
I think a lot of people will go for him just for that.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah,
it's a very
By
fun
the way,
character.
pull up in chat, folks. I couldn't include all the options, but your favorite recent powerful crew, and I tried to pick one from each series.
Cranky, you were saying something?
I was. Oh, the sentient computer.
Yes.
I can't remember the name of it now. What's the floating probe thing on the fishing wire? Nomad.
Oh, the whale probe.
On the fishing wire.
Yeah. It says it just drifts around on a fishing wire.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is.
See you later, Janos. What about Data? Are we going to go measure a man here? He is a sentient computer.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's different. Android covers that.
Isn't Android a sentient computer?
No, but here's the thing. Sentient computer does not imply movement.
Okay. I can see that.
There you go.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Android does because it's in a human shape.
Yeah. Okay. No,
which I think that's a valid thing.
Yeah, the human form I think is the distinction there, not necessarily the movement.
Yeah.
So
I would say Ira Graves.
If they were to release Norman from iMud, he would be more of an android than a sentient computer.
Yeah, exactly.
Watch them release him, give him the sentient computer trait, because that's what WRG do.
Yeah. So, real talk. This is great. I love this. Agimus is a great, fun character, and I really love that they've given him his due. I love that people were complaining for a while that we weren't getting Eng bases in Event Crew for a while. So a number 3 Eng base, this puts him up there with Rafo and Demo Man Scotty. So perfectly usable for daily shuttles. I believe he has 400% instant damage. I think it's on an accuracy trigger as well, which is really great.
Boarding.
Oh, boarding, sorry. And tons of good traits, like auto, not a single human Federation Starfleet in there. Prisoner, scoundrel, villain, sentient computer. If we get a ton more of those, that could be a collection. I'd love that. Like, this is a cool crew. I'm glad we've got him.
So we had this conversation earlier, and I'm glad you brought that up because it jogged my memory. This arena ability is fairly unique. It has a very fast cycle, meaning the time between activations, which is kind of what you want for hull repair crew, for damage crew. He activates fairly frequently, and he doesn't have a limit like a lot of the normal crew, Cass and Rupentha Commandant, etc. He's also plus 10 attack, which, so if you sided up Mayweather and been using him a lot and been getting good results, he's plus 9, plus 10 is something like 15-20% better because of the way the attack scales. So if you can line up your boarding damage, she's potentially a replacement for crew who you would have had to retrieve or sight otherwise. So it's very interesting there, and I think WRG's paid a lot more attention with boss battles as to these arena abilities, because we've been getting just wave after wave of damage crew, crit crew, activation crew, and it's been really interesting to see them take an active interest in that. So that's it's a cherry on top for a lot of players, but for some players it might be the whole reason you get them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, very quick interlude. We've had Evans of Wales has had his first Begold from his packs that he won in the giveaway today. Here's a Begold for you. 2 stars on Kamin Picard, 0 stars on Assimilated Janeway, or 3 stars on Bowel movement. Picard, Janeway, or Bowel? What would you go for there?
I'd probably go Picard. This is a real life Beholder here.
See, I was thinking Picard would be the one I wouldn't go for.
Really? Why?
I don't know.
Kamin Picard.
He has a very bland skill set, apart from the med.
Janeway has a few decent traits, doesn't she?
I would go for Janeway.
Actually,
no other use.
Fewer than I thought. Borg, Undercover Operative, and Resourceful. I also thought she had a little more juice than that.
Tactician would have made sense there as well, considering the whole thing is a plan of hers. But
Bowel
I'd go because botanist is hard to do.
Send your 10 collection.
Bowel still catches a very occasional voyage.
Not as much for me anymore, but
the
Eng-Med Sec is, if you don't have it, but I suspect Evans does have a lot in that reign.
I would say they're all fairly close. Kamen is probably in the rear, except that he has the more stars, so they kind of all pull even. For podcast listeners, your favorite recent powerful crew, 41% live corrupted Badgie. Behind that is Barge of the Dead Taurus and Camping Archer and Porthos, and then behind that we have Lieutenant Commander Spock, and pulling up the rear, Tribble, Corax, Koloth, and Corax.
People don't like the Gauntlet crew because they don't drop. Not me though. I have totally had them. But yeah, no, I'm really glad that we have 2 lower decks crew in the top 10, and they're both probably like the most like beloved. Like we've got a Coombs variant, and we got Badgie, who just became instantly iconic. So I'm really happy about that.
Absolutely.
Oh, and it's a good skill set too.
Shall we have a quick
I love when Idle sort of distantly, absentmindedly says absolutely, and that's how I know we're wrapping up the segment, time to move on to the next one.
Right, so the conversation has drifted out.
I need you to slap your knees like a British person and say right, and then stand up and
all right, lads.
Right, no, it's more like when me and my wife are around some distant uncles and aunts, and I'm just like, okay, it's time to go. So, God, look at the time, and they're like,
all right, we
start
best be editing
I'm like,
then.
for fuck's sake.
Oh, is that the time?
Right, I've had a change classes request, so I think I need to get out. Hang on, what's in this case? What's in this case? No, not those ones. Hang on. So let's talk about the Tuesday pack that is still on. I don't know what time is these days, but since
yes, it is.
Since he is the coolest crew in the game, let's talk about Bullseye Kyle. Strange New Worlds, the new variant of a new Kyle variant. I assume this is the same Kyle. I mean, this is always the question: is it the same Kyle as the TOS Kyle? Which I think everyone agrees that yes, it is. But
no, you tell me, Stevie Wonder.
Kyle, transporter chief on the Enterprise, uses the device for an unintended purpose, beaming a gene therapy salve right into Spock's eye.
Oh, and see, that was my one niggle with that episode. Like, I loved most of that episode, apart from the point where they go, let's just beam shit into his eyes. Like, what?
Yeah, you can go back on our channel and find when we broke down that first episode, we were over the moon.
Spoilers!
We thought, okay, this is really what. Well, I mean, the season's over, so we're going to spoil it a little bit talking about the card. We were over the moon. We thought this is a fantastic series. They're going to target what the TNG and the DS9 lovers really wanted. We're going back to episodic. You know, they're strong characters and stories and this and that. And then, like, our one thing was, really, he can minutely target like the cornea of Spock's eye and beam something.
I can do that.
And, like, if you don't use that tech from that point on every single time to get out of a bad situation, then like, what are you even doing? So
Shai says you're fine with being able to assemble a body on a quantum level from orbit, but adding eye drops is the deal breaker for you. I think it's less about that, but more about establishing precedent for what the transporters can and can't do, which has always been a Star Trek trope of they can just do whatever.
Yeah, I was
going to
say that's always a problem.
Yeah,
yeah, basically. Real talk. I am of two minds in this crew because on the one hand, he's great. He's tier 2. He's got a really cool skill set, which is appropriate for the tier 3. Yeah.
Fake big book fan.
I love the art because they got just the right expression on him. I think it's great art for him.
Yeah.
On the flip side, I hate that I didn't get him in the pulls that I tried to do. I also do not approve of the fact that he is not tagged as TOS Kyle. He is not tagged as a variant. Apparently, they're different people.
Really? Is he?
He's
well,
not according to Big Book.
I think they've done that before with the Spocks and such. They're tagged as the series that they appear in. So I think
that's the thing. He also doesn't pop up as a variant. Like that's the thing. He's not considered a Kyle variant.
Oh, that's weird. So they are different.
He is in hidden traits. So where are you not seeing the?
I'm looking at Big Book where it's not showing me variants.
Big Book.
That's an issue with the Big Book. That's not an issue with the game because he does have the Kyle hidden traits. Namer, you goddamn slacker! Why don't you? I pay you for this.
I'll be honest here. I can't remember.
Asian in the game, yes, Shy. He is objectively the most powerful Asian in the game.
I do like it. Venom says, "I'm afraid to pull him. He will render some iconic crew obsolete."
Maybe Dr. Van Gogh. I wouldn't say he's that iconic.
It's the Spider-Man meme. Everyone gets one. So if you're Kyle, if you're Picard, everyone should have at least one usable variant, right?
Yeah.
He's
Kyle
so mean.
No, this isn't mean Kyle yet, Shy Porn, so he shouldn't have brutal. I like this card. Like I think he's cool. I do hate that all the free crew that you get for Strange New Worlds cards either have strong power, awful skill sets, good skill sets, awful power, or you can go into the 6-pack and then you can get the Engineer Psy crew, like with this and Chapel. I feel like that's really lame. Come on, guys, don't be so brazen about it. Come on,
dude. I was half a second away from sniping your poll with a poll asking if you look like Stevie Wonder, and you took that away from me.
Very superstitious. No, okay. Okay, so
Stars...
in efforts for spoilers purposes, the reason I've asked, have you seen all of Strange New Worlds? There are a few people that haven't, so I kind of want to skirt the spoiler rules here. So that's why.
So Stars, I agree with you that because this is something that we look at for the proprietary flavor ranking on Big Book. How does the art and the rest of the card mesh? The Iranian quote, "Are you kidding?" fits perfectly with that look. Like, you asked me to do what? And it's like, you can tell someone watched the scene because they're like, they captured the essence of, like, perfectly.
Yeah, I love this delivery on that. It's like, are you kidding? No, transporters don't do that. And then Ortega's over the line. It's like, Chief, it's Ortega's. Make them do that. It's perfect. That's like Star Trek in a nutshell, basically. How do we feel about his traits? I feel like Marksman is a good call. I wouldn't have. If I was trading him, I wouldn't have given it that. But I was like, that's cute. That's really fun, actually. Innovative, resourceful. That works for me. Anything else? Maybe.
That's traits done right, I think.
Yeah.
It's about as much development
no,
as this
Shy,
character
he
gets,
shouldn't
really.
have mean. Yeah.
I can't remember the character at all, so I can't comment really.
Well, it is episode 1. That's the pilot of Strange New
I can
Worlds,
vaguely
so.
remember the scene you're talking about with transporting something into his eye. That's about it.
Yeah. So we're kind of getting more no's than yeses on all. Have you seen all of Strange New Worlds? So I think our spoiler policy will remain up for now. So we won't go too much into it.
Depending on how much further they keep on pushing it, because we only had episode 1 crew so far, but we're gonna start getting other crew.
We will.
We are going to go to them. So.
Eventually, we will have to lift the reins, and people get your Paramount Plus subscription or whatever. Yeah, watch it or pirate it. I don't give a fuck.
Just DM me. I'll send you a link to a pirated stream.
Between this and the Uhura, man.
What are they going to do? Fire me? Quote from man who was fired.
Okay. I'm going to fire you. You're like just 30% of our entertainment.
You're just guaranteeing that. No, you're just guaranteeing that the trait audit is getting pushed further and further back. That's all you're doing at the moment.
So we have some other super rare crew, and mostly who gives a fuck. But Nemesis Sacrifice Data is one I'd actually like to talk about, because not only because a bit of a weird skill set, he does have some arena abilities that are quite unique, and he is the freebie for the campaign, so you will get 4 stars of him. I also would just like to point out how fucking awful that art is.
Yeah.
Considering and I've recently watched Nemesis, and this is not that Data. This is not that Brent Spiner.
It's just very. It looks chunky in a way that I don't like. I know that it's the inevitable thing when you get older, you put on a bit of weight, and TV shows that happens all the time. But I don't recall. It's more about the uniform. Just looks like it's filled out in a weird way. This doesn't look like Brent Spiner's top half.
Have you seen there's that new company, it's XO5 or whatever it is, that are now doing action figures for and they're fairly decent. They're not up to the Hot Toys level that they do for the Marvel, but they're okay. They're fairly good. This looks like they've done that. They look like they're taking the action figure and character as this isn't a representation of the character in the film, but more the action figure of the character in the film.
I got excited then. I thought you were going to tell me there's some new action figures coming out.
Yes, for podcast listeners, go watch the VOD and see what is behind Cranky right now. It's most of Star Trek.
Yeah, no, it's a good get. These, what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4 collections right out the gate. The instant boom. The Voyager rank is not great, but if you're still using 4 stars, you get what you can get. He's a pretty decent pick for it. It's just a case of the art is what's letting him down here.
He sacrifices himself.
Go on.
All right, we have a guest, so I'm going to do the rare flavor text interruption and let you continue, Cranky.
Oh. Okay. What I was going to say is I've noticed him coming up in the boss battles quite regularly for unlocking nodes. He seems to be quite useful for that.
Yeah, that's very good. That's actually the best thing about him, because thematically it is mwah. You have the Iranian quote, goodbye, spoiler alert for a 20-year-old movie, he blows himself up on the ship. You have the big evasion penalty. You have the one big boom after a long wait and a limit of 1. It's like the perfect... I mean, it's hard not to have seen Nemesis at this point, but it's like they really nailed that aspect of him. So I agree the art is pretty rough, but you want him for the stats, basically, is what you're going for.
And on that note, do we need to talk about Cowpoke Boimler?
He has no episodes.
All right. Let me
Hold on, we're going to give Boimler more love than WRG will, so let's talk about him.
All right, Cowpoke Boimler was the Is he this week's or last week's Tuesday? I don't know.
Last week's
He's
Tuesday
last
pack,
week's.
yeah.
So this is a weird one because when I first saw the art, I was just like, this was in Lower Decks. And they said, oh no, he's an original. I'm like, I'm sure I've seen this episode with him being a cowboy. But apparently not. They decided to open early with the new originals card being a Lower Decks crew, which they will probably do.
Maybe they're predicting something will happen in season 3. We don't know.
Yeah. But will they
it's
take
a bit
the
odd.
tag away?
I felt like I'd seen him before.
Yes, exactly. I'm sure I've seen this.
You know what it is? You're confusing the episode where Mariner goes on the holodeck and does the Western thing and gets trampled by the horses when she's in Western garb, where Boimler has a big focus, and you're confusing those together. That's what you're doing.
Okay.
For Puffcast listeners, Evans of Wales, our giveaway winner, pulled 3 golds in 10 packs. Mir Bashir, Civil of Forge, and Bowel. So you too can win countless unlimited B-golds by watching us live.
Maybe I'll do this next week. I don't know. Maybe I'll do
this
next
folks.
month. Okay.
The Cowpoke Boimler flavor text.
Cowpoke Boimler.
Look, shut up. I'm full of beer.
Brad Boimler.
Shut up. Brad Boimler is the rootinest, tootinest cowpoke around. If he wants to be sheriff someday, he'll have to get used to the itchy chaps. Is that not like the best flavor text ever?
It's up there with the Ransom one, yeah.
Was that written by Mike Mahan?
Rootinest, cowboy.
Rootinest, tootinest cowpoke around.
That actually does sound like that was written by Me All Stars. Like, that is the American trope. It's like, he's the rootinest, tootinest cowboy around.
Isn't that Woody?
It's the Woody's Roundup theme.
He's got Andy painted on the bottom of his foot, probably.
So he's bringing up the boot to look at. He's like, "What the fuck? Why am I?" Great collection.
Reach for the sky.
Okay, if this is Andy, who's
There's
Buzz?
a snake in my boots.
Who's Buzz?
Oh, probably Mariner's Buzz.
Yeah, Mariner, obviously. Yeah.
I don't know. I might go for Rutherford. Rutherford as Buzz Lightyear would be quite cool.
No, he's Rex. He's Rex with the little.
We have 3 purple Boimlers and 1 completely useless green cadet Boimler.
Yeah.
Is this has got to be an intentional joke, like, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because when they came out with the Dira, we had like 3 good golds in a row, and with Boimler, it's like all trash cards, like really bad.
Yeah, absolutely. Because every other Lower Decks main character has a gold. Like Tendy and the dog. Mariner has like 2, I think, at this point. Yeah, EV Suit and Insubordinate.
Ransom has
only 5. Yeah, Ransom. Everyone but Boimler. And I feel like that is absolutely...
Freeman has a super rare. Yeah. But
hopefully they're saving it up for something big, like Excretus of Borg being the new Voyage #1.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
We talked about this, but if they made him the counterpart to Locutus, where he has like the 3 skills that he doesn't have, Command, Eng Med, make him a Gauntlet Force, that would be so good.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. I'd be really happy with that. I would also be happy with the Wesley Traveler Vest Boimler from season 3, episode 1. I'm not going to give any spoilers. But he's wearing Wesley's vest from Journey's End, which is hilarious.
Oh, we need all 4 of those with the hats as well. We need those.
Yeah, absolutely. We need the hats. Yeah, we'll only say that the hats are great. But yeah, there are tons of. I feel like it's an intentional joke, and I'm fine with it because at least he's a good collection crew, good voyage stats. And I'm happy with them having fun. They seem to feel like they're able to have fun with the Lower Decks crew. So let them have their joke. We'll get a good variant eventually. Don't worry. They'll be happy to throw a few golds at us eventually.
But I still think it's weird that they've done an originals.
Oh, very weird.
Soon.
Yeah.
Like it's like
there's so many variants to choose from.
Yeah. Weird. But anyway, what about an actual real Boimler? A phased Boimler from I think it's like the 2nd episode.
No, it's episode 5, I think.
Okay.
It's episode 5 or 6.
Season
where they go to the farm.
Same episode as the Tendy and the dog, isn't it?
Oh, is it? Oh,
because they go to the farm together. Yeah.
Yes, where
Boimler was helping Rutherford with a transporter experiment and end up phased after an accident.
I kind of love this episode because you get another
Boim me.
You get Boim me. You also get another Arek's race. What's his
Edosian.
Edosian.
Yes.
Yeah.
You get another.
He's
Edosian.
hilarious. I love that guy.
That's so good. You get another version of the Salamand. You get all these kind of freaks on the ship of the people who are going to be healed. They try and start a mutiny, and then they end up on the Paradise Planet. Like, oh yeah, it's fine all along. I love that episode. That is one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, one of my favorite running jokes that Lower Decks has been doing all the time is traditional sitcom plot or traditional sci-fi plot, and then the punchline is, no, Starfleet doesn't do that. Are you stupid?
Which they carry on in season 3, which I love.
No spoilers, but they keep on doing that. No, it's Starfleet. No, there are no. What are you talking about? Why are you being such a weird? Yeah, no, it's. I kind of love that because it's such a counterpoint to the bad moral trope and all the Section 31 conspiracies. Lower Decks is like, no, we're the good guys. We believe in that. That being said, this is a trash crew. Starfleet, Federation, human, desperate, inspiring.
Inspiring's all he's got, really.
You couldn't have given him Innovator for helping Rutherford test Transporter or Explorer for becoming phased and
So Lower Decks opens the proposition of when are we going to get negative traits? Like most traits are generally quite uplifting. For Boimler, we could have something like coward or I don't know, something else like self-indulgent.
Abject wreck of a human being.
Yes, he is the Rimmer of Starfleet, really, isn't he?
He really is. Much more heroic than Rimmer, but yeah.
Neuroses ridden, you know.
Yeah, but he is hilarious. Poor guy. Yeah, this is a collection filler. There's nothing really to be seen here, I don't think.
Yeah, but fun.
Good art though. I like it. It's fun.
Yeah.
I feel like they should have it so that he should have an audio clip, and when you click on it, it does the high-pitched ringing noise.
Audio clips in this day and age.
It's just cosmetic.
How about the crew I couldn't get art of in time, so I just snipped the announcement. Tyron, another Jeffrey Combs variant. This is, well, number 1 dip crew for super rares, but dip eng 2 skiller. Tier 9.
Tyron gives Quark generous financial incentive to get him a custom holosuite program featuring Major Kira. This guy was the biggest perv maybe in Star Trek history.
Yeah.
He showed up, he wanted Kira porn, basically, and Quark gave it to him because early on we were still establishing whether he was a sellout Ferengi or whether he had a heart of gold, and Quark gave him so Quark creeps around trying to get like a hollow image of Kira, and she finds him out, and she goes and ruins his fun. But it gives
us one of the most iconic Starfleet gifts.
This is a top 3 skeevy episode.
Body and then Ferengi head. It's the best. It's hilarious. It's iconic, actually iconic. But it's the least memorable Coombs character. I feel like.
Yeah, it was his first character though, was it not?
He did a TNG character, didn't he? Did he do one in TNG?
I think this was his first one because I remember he talked about it on the Shuttle Pod episode.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was his first one. So yeah, not as notable. But they probably realized, hey, this guy's solid gold. Let's get him back for 3 roles in the series.
He is the top dip super rare in the game for what that's worth.
So I think this was his first one. He went from this to Brunt, so he wasn't. Don't think. Just looking through. I mean, he played a lot, but he wasn't TNG. He was only DS9 and Lower Decks. He didn't turn up. Oh, I'm
Voyager as well.
He did Voyager and Enterprise.
Yeah.
His traits are pretty inflated because Cerulean will never hit. Civilian and Desperate are massive. So Scoundrel and their previous megas have done most of the heavy lifting, but Merchant and Scoundrel are kind of the only things he can never hit. So if you're a collector, freeze and forget him. If you're not a collector, just forget him.
Nice art though.
I do appreciate. The art on him is great. They got all the detailing down on the outfit and great. I love. Well, I don't know if I love it, but I appreciate that they did not give him a romantic. They gave him desperate.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's at least a
kind
good
of is in that episode, folks.
Yeah, no, it's lustful.
If you have your phone on, you go to BigBook.app on mobile. Pinch and zoom this art. It really is good. The detailing on the rings, on the uniform.
Can we talk about the fact that the good artist got assigned to Tyron and Marksman Bullseye Kyle, and then the new guy gets assigned the actual Uber campaign crew? What the fuck are you doing?
If you'd have swapped Judoka Kirk and Tyron, I would have been a lot happier with Tyron.
Yeah.
Well, just from our perspective, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I sounded really emotional there, but I'm not.
Dude, I'm zooming in. This is like they got his tattoo perfectly.
Yeah.
They got all his facial prosthetics right. They have every clasp on his uniform correct.
It's really beautiful shading on his hair, and it's like, meanwhile, Kiro Kirk looks like that.
Instead, he has a six-pack and a bulge.
Yeah.
All right, so Namer says in chat, did you know Combs was in the DS9 finale? He was a random patron at VIX. I did not know that.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he was human.
That's cool.
He just played himself. He was just a random person in the
He was
VIX bar.
indeed a Holosuite guest.
He played Coombs Jeffrey. Yes. And then there's the other. I think our final Coombs variant. Actually, I don't think there's any more left.
Wait, do we have another one to talk about tonight? I was going to talk about Ron Dawson.
A certain police officer.
Oh, we do. Yes. No, I forgot about that one. So it's a 2-star crew. A 2-star. Again, they seem to be unveiling one every week
yes,
now.
Far Beyond the Stars.
Yes, so yes, Far Beyond the Stars. I mean, they are starting to. We've heard there may be a few more of these variants coming. We've had Willie Hawkins, Kevin McCulhey, Macaulay Culkin. How many other variants of Far Beyond the Stars do we have to get before we get the collection that gives us trash rewards
We're missing Newspaper Nog. We're missing Father Cisco. We're missing. We could probably get another Benny variant, which I wouldn't hate. We're missing
Jake, yeah.
Jake. We're missing Dr.
Ryan Descartes.
O'Brien we don't have. We don't have Wyckoff, like Damar's variant. We don't have
actually
we don't have Jadzia yet, actually.
Was Coombs in that scene with Damar as well? Wasn't he another doctor, or am I imagining that?
No, you're imagining that.
Okay.
In one of Cisco's visions, Mulcahy was a plainclothes police officer in 1950s New York who abused his power to harass Benny Russell. I appreciate that. I mean, the whole episode was social commentary, so I appreciate that they created the crooked cop characters, which happen to be, the bad guys in the real world.
It's a nice little meta flavor for it, yeah. Someone's got a good point. What is it, Andressen? Why is he not a constable?
It's true.
Because traits are hard. They give him 3 traits, and they're not going to look any further. So,
good art though. Like, kind of better than the 2-star designs.
Someone else was a constable recently, weren't they?
Well, Boimler.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they remember the trait exists. They just apply it badly. Not a lot of value here, apart from a potential Far Beyond the Stars investigator, I guess.
Mostly
but
Odos.
You're getting him for the novelty, as it were.
So it does feel like
I'm getting for the art.
What's that?
I'm getting for the art. I like the art.
Yeah, well, he's a 2-star, so it's easy to justify.
Yeah.
I feel like they were kind of laying the stones for a Far Beyond the Stars vanity, because Bashir and Kira are both kind of equally useless, but they have sort of complementary traits, which, because they're married in storyline, I guess, is a neat little setup. But it feels like those kind of filler crew here, you have to immortalize them to get a really good carrot at the end of the stick. So I could see that.
I also remember when Julius Eaton, which is the Bashir variant, came out. I think it was like the General Store Idol was saying, "Oh, hey, you should grab him in case they do that Far Beyond the Stars variant vanity." And I laid back and I was like, "Do I need a Voyage 151 Dip Psi Command or whatever it was?" When I know for a fact, I know what their timing is like. It's going to be like 2 years before we get the rest of these crew at the rate that they're drip feeding. And lo and behold, this is the next one we get. We've still got like 5 of them left. I feel super justified in waiting for a portal update to retrieve those if the reward is any good, which it might not be given how bad Data and Spot was.
Yeah.
So Anderson in chat lists the rest of the crew that were missing: Dax O'Brien, Cassidy Yates, Jake, Ducat, Damar, and Nog, and Grandpa Joe. So they could definitely do one or more of those in conjunction with a vanity release like they did with Bagman Odo and that collection. And Namer points out, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Timeless Talks exclusive. We do have the art for Dax's character and Cassidy Yates somewhere. So they are sort of planning this ahead, whether they're just metered releases or whether they have a grand collection plan is yet to be seen.
Yeah, but I think does that make every Coombs character? Because I can't think of any other ones.
Background holodeck character comes.
I wouldn't put it past him.
He's one of the Ferengis in Acquisition. He plays sort of the unsure guy that Tucker exploits.
That's a good
he
episode.
really did play every fucking thing. He really is in every freaking thing.
I mean, there's probably one or two more Wayuns we can get. The memory of
because we have
Wayne 7 and 8 and whatever else.
We have like 4 and 7, I think.
He does show up. 6, I would kind of like when Cisco has the Prophet visions, like they have all the different versions of the characters he knows talking to him with, like the soft lens,
serial lighting,
the bloom lighting and everything. I wouldn't mind a series of those kind of crew with like the Prophet tag and give him like weird skill sets or something.
We could also get him with the poisoned wine for the Tekeni Gamor. I wouldn't mind that. And he has to drink it, but all water are immune to poison. I thought that was hilarious.
We are due some great Cardassians for sure.
Yeah, I'd like that. But they seem reluctant to give us anything.
Good point.
Oh yeah, I guess. Mirror Quark.
But if we're in the Mirror universe, then he should be nice to us. Oh!
Fucking, he's not wrong.
Okay. Shall we wind out the night with a few fantastic beholder meters? Let's do a few of these. Let's spin it, and someone give me some noise.
Are we really bumping my Timelines Talks originals for like the 17th time in a row?
I think we have to, because we're on to 3 hours now.
Alright, I'm gonna stop doing these then.
No, we will.
Yeah? When?
Next time.
And as your answer, yeah, sure.
You gotta get the Rubes and the tent stars.
We will, but we in fact blame Ben, because he decided to schedule a stream.
Hashtag blame Ben.
Blame Ben.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, we did promise people some originals.
Okay, fine.
We tagged them in the Discord and everything.
Okay, we did. Okay, that's fine. In which case, why is it so tiny? All right, hang on.
That's what she said.
Hey, okay. Let's start. All right, I'm going to have to top my beer now. Bokra from the episode...
The best planet name ever, Galorndon Core.
It's pretty strong. It's flavorful, let's say that. So, for those of you who don't remember, this is The Enemy, I believe, not to be confused with Face of the Enemy, which is another TNG episode about Romulans.
The buttocks of the enemy, the arm of the enemy, the hip bone of the enemy.
The crotch of the enemy. I remember that Lodex episode.
The kidney stone.
He's the Centurion who hangs out with Geordie and helps him when they're both trapped on Galorndon Core. I just say one of the best named. Why is he stated like a mid-tier legendary? Well, these are like Voyager rank 9. That is for super rare crew.
This is with boosted stats. So normally DeBerge releases them unboosted. So.
Also, these stats are about 4 months old.
4 months if we're lucky. Yeah, so he's probably like Voyage rank like 20 or whatever now. But yeah, this is not a mid-tier legendary. This is good for a super rare. I wanted a... Because there's not that many great Romulan crew, really. Like, we had like Kalankakai Elnor, and we have Security Laris, but they're all kind of a bit bland, so I wanted something a little bit more flavorful, so I came up with this guy. And I think it's a pretty iconic episode, to be honest. It's a good Geordie episode that doesn't involve him creeping on women.
That's true. That's like a black unicorn in Star Trek terms.
Yeah. Oh, no.
But Stars, did you realise, as Anderson points out, 5 collections? Look at that.
Hey,
are any of them wrong?
The traits are the traits. Whatever collections they want to add, let's, get the traits right first, which they look to be.
I think I also created him before Communicator went live.
And resourceful maybe as well, I think.
I think so. No, Resource has been around for a while longer.
Yeah, I love this episode because they work together. It's like say the arena quote, "I will be your eyes," and like the whole them working together to overcome their differences. Even though there's a kind of weird, it's not even a cold war between the Romulans and Federation. It's just like, we don't like you and you're in secrecy. Like
they're just playing like get out of our yard when the Federation refuses to go in their yard. That's what it is. Like, can we have our ball back? Nope. I also appreciated like getting to do "I will be your eyes" and then boosting accuracy. I felt like that was a nice little tie-in. I like getting to do Max stuff like
good.
that. But yeah, we need more good Romulans.
I think we've talked about it before. Like TNG laid the path for Romulans, but most of it was just shouting at each other across the neutral zone, and then it was expanded in other series. Bakra is one of the few chances where you actually get to see what the individuals are like in Romulan society, and it's
the
typical of war. Like, they're really not that different. It's just the fog
just
of war in between you. Yeah, makes you perceive them as the enemy no matter what.
Yeah, it's sort of a nice evolution of Balance of Terror, which is appropriate for
they put on their giant padded uniforms one arm at a time.
Yeah, I kind of wish that we had gotten his like uniform ripped in that big storm, and then it was just like a ton of padding just fell out. It's like, God, don't look at that. It's a Romulan state secret.
Cranky, who's your favourite Romulan?
Oh, favourite Romulan,
and why is it Denatra?
Well, yes, it is Denatra. I kind of went to, I think it's a episode with Bashir, and it's the guy who plays Silic, who's the Romulan.
John Fleck, right?
Yeah.
Is it Fleck?
Yeah, he's great. Do you remember that episode? It was the whole
season 7,
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
Koval, we did him in Fake Crew already.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Because he and Bashir had that hilarious interaction where it's like, well, it was a pleasure to meet you. Why? Well, you've got me there. It's one of my favourite Bashir moments of all time. It's hilarious. That's a good pick, actually. He's a slimy fucker. I really appreciate his character. He's a very strong Romulan. Yeah. I kind of wish DS9 had done more with the Romulans, because what they did really well. Like, they really carried forth that TNG groundwork, and where you're carrying on.
They didn't do for Romulans what they did for Klingons with Worf, did they?
Klingons.
They kind of,
yeah.
They do that.
Well, we could have had Drul, but
that whole DS9 storyline where was this the Kretak like reskin or whatever, where the Romulans like land a base on Mars or whatever, and the Bajorans have to come and like prevent it, and the whole game of chicken where it's like who's gonna blink first. I really like that little thread.
Yeah, because it was nice to get that reminder of, even though we're way deep into the Dominion War, Bajor still has its own interest to protect, even if Starfleet can't intercede type thing. It was really cool. But yeah, no, more Romulan stuff. Like, I kind of wish that Picard had doubled down on the Romulan angle instead of certain other things it did, but, it's the way the cookie crumbles.
Tangentially related, I love all the B words that Geordi says, Bakra, and when he says his visor's blurry, he really accentuates the B on those words, and I just...
He's got Rowan Atkinson kind of lisp, he's like...
Yeah.
His delivery is the boost.
I just love the way he says those words.
Okay, moving on. Kayaka O'Brien. What's happening to the screen?
I think this was a request from Cold.
This was a good one.
So, I had to do this because fucking O'Brien destroys his body at any chance. He just leaps at it. He wants pain at this point. I love getting to throw that ability in there.
He's trying to commit suicide to deal with his pains of being a Marquis, or...
I think he's just a masochist, honestly. Do you guys appreciate his ship ability? It's a little bit counterintuitive, but...
Decreases hull integrity by 10%. Like, how would they even code that? I don't think they can.
They probably wouldn't, but it's all about thematics, man. I'm about the thematic abilities.
What if when you activate him, you do boarding damage to yourself? How about that?
Fool, you played yourself.
Boarded your own ship.
Yeah, I also feel like I was maybe a little...
Make it like a 50-50. You either do 400% damage to the enemy or to yourself. There's got to be a crew out there who would fit that.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that, actually.
Does O'Brien
because this is from...
Does O'Brien
you
ever
talk.
go? Oh, it's me! It's me! I get to talk. Does O'Brien ever do? I forgot what I was going to say. No,
Kayaking on DS9?
O'Brien ever do kayaking on DS9? Or is
Yes,
it he does?
because there's a conversation he has about something, and then Odo says that he starts singing Louie Louie, and he says that it's something that O'Brien taught him on the holodeck when they went kayaking together.
Okay.
So that's what apparently O'Brien sings while he's kayaking is Louie Louie.
Real fan.
There you go.
Trekkies for life, you're not wrong. We probably do need to raise our hand when we want to speak.
Well, we tried the whole buzzer thing on this show, and it almost tore us apart as friends. So
yeah, we don't talk about that.
Oh gosh, we did the game show. That works horribly.
Oh boy, between the misogyny and the buzzer issue, yeah.
Wow.
Oh dear. Also, can we appreciate that classic TNG style outfit? Like that's some Jake Sisko butt seat.
yeah, he looks like those paper cups from like 1994.
I'm pretty sure that's in fashion now. With like people who go walking outside. That's a very much like a simple colours on a turquoise
late
theme.
80s shell suit.
Yeah.
And it's not massively doing Cole Meany any favors. I'll say that.
All right.
He looks like a Q-tip anyway, so who cares?
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I cleaned my ears out with a bit of meanie. Right next one.
That's true, Shyporn. They all look like Huxtable sweaters.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Okay, I like this next one. Formless Lal, and you made her common. Like the common is such a left field pick for any crew these days. And
it was appropriate.
I do love the ship quote. If you can read it out to us, please.
Purpose for exterior draping, Father? Because obviously they don't understand at this point what the point of clothes is. Why would I have a form of modesty? I don't understand. And then this is just before they're picking out their appearance for themselves on the holodeck, which is also the only time you see an Andorian in all of TNG.
Dude, I wish WRG cared 10% as much as you do, just with the flavor of things. Like, forget balance for a second. This just makes sense on every possible level. Like Shyport says, one of my favorite episodes too. I literally cry every time. I cry every time, as the meme goes. When he's trying to save his daughter, and for one brief second, Commander Halftel is not a complete prick.
Yeah.
He understands because he's a father himself. He does understand a little bit toward the end. So
there's that bit of humanity.
It's a great episode. It's actually one of my favorite Troy episodes, which never gets mentioned. Because she's not getting sexually assaulted. She's not, I sense this. She's actually involved in like raising a child, and she does a great job with it because she understands the developmental needs of all. So it's excellent all around. And, we get gratuitous Picard speeches left and right, which I'm such a sucker for.
You really do. It's a wonderful sequel to
Origin of the Facepalm meme, isn't it? That's the episode.
The double, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
I thought you would be pleased.
To Measure of a Man. And it is a good sequel to Measure of a Man as well, because it continues on the themes of the episode. So
life cannot be activated and deactivated simply. It's such a good speech.
It's pretty top tier. But yeah, no, I wanted to get... And I think Shapeshift is appropriate as well. And you'd even get some good collection value.
And it's the first Andorian we see in TNG as well. The only Andorian.
Yeah, with the awful wig.
Yeah.
Awful. And they look green. It's weird.
Yeah, but it matches TOS, so I think it's pretty good.
Danny with
That's
hate
true.
praise.
Shyporn points out that we did do this scene on the charity stream, and I think I played Halftel, Stars was Picard, right, and Idle is Data.
Oh gosh, I can't even remember that.
I think so,
the
yeah.
stream we did, or was that the second one?
No, there's the last
It was the
one.
second one, yeah.
Was
Because
it?
Shy was directing us, I believe, yeah.
You deleted
You
it
got
from
us
your
all on
memory
us.
I
bank.
have. Oh gosh, I did. It's like an age ago. I'm getting ready for the next charity stream. Actually, no, I'm starting to prep for the award ceremony. Anyway, carrying on.
Oh, wow.
Next one. We have off-duty Sarvik. I kind of love this scene in the turbo lift.
So, Wrath of Khan is brilliant because there is not a single wasted scene. No scene is pointless. And even though this one seems like it's pointless, it sets up a lot in the story. And I'm not massively happy with the Savick we have in game because she's just a little bit nah. I kind of wanted to give her something a bit more than what we have.
I will say she's a very useful cadet because of the dual eligibility, and she can crit nodes with, I think, Command and Psi. But yeah, it's one person's head on another person's body, so how much can you really love the card holistically?
It's not the Robin Curtis, is it?
That's the weird part of it. I also just realized, look at it, that is a TMP outfit that's been like slipped down the bit to make a robe,
bit, isn't it? Yeah,
that's
it's
really
got the same badge on the
that's really good uniform reuse actually. But yeah, and I wanted to give and I like casual crew. It's fun to see Starfleet crew out of their element a little bit and just mixing up and being fun a little bit. But it is a difficult concept, humor. We learn by doing.
Savic's an underrated character. This Savick, like, okay, here's a quick poll for you to do. Which Savick do you prefer, Robin Curtis or cheers, actress.
Robin Kirstie Alley.
Kirstie Alley, thank you.
Kirstie Alley's a horrible human being, but I prefer her.
I kind of feel like Search for Spock Savick is a completely different character. Still Vulcan.
Yeah.
All right, pulls up in chat. I did prefer Robin Curtis, and I liked her.
Really?
I liked her as the Romulan in that season 6 TNG two-parter.
Oh, Gambit.
She comes back as Galen's foil. I think she's really formidable in that one too. So.
I think when
I think partly.
Sorry. When I think of Savick, I think of this Savick as the one, almost sort of the proto Valeris. You know, Valeris and Savick, apart from one being a traitorous bitch, like this Savick is more like the exemplary. I'm learning from Spock, and having being Spock's protege feels more inquiring. Whereas the Robin Curtis one was kind of more an accessory to David Marcus as being there at the time.
Yeah. She didn't have a lot to do. Because
Savick was meant to come back as Spock's successor in Undiscovered Country, and then I guess she wasn't available, so they went with this new Vulcan character.
They did. She was available, but it was a case of they didn't think that Savick would do the things that they did in the movie. Like they didn't feel like her betraying Spock felt appropriate given happens in Search for Spock. I feel like Kirstie Alley benefits from also this Savick is written as half Romulan, and that comes across in she's way more emotive and way more challenging in ways. Whereas Robin Curtis, they had established, she's full Vulcan, so therefore she's just a bit more stolid, a little bit more emotionless, and it's like, that's fine, but only so many people can do the stolid, emotionless Vulcan without it just seeming like bad acting, like Tim Russ, Nimoy, Jolene Blalock. You know, it's hard to straddle that line.
Hold on. I'd just like to appreciate for a moment that we just put Jolene Blalock in the same acting range as Tim Russ. So
she's good. She's a good actress.
She's a good Vulcan. I'll give you that. Yeah, that's part of why I prefer Robin Curtis. Is I like my Vulcans, serene and stolid on the surface, and let them pull the range from the undertones to what they're doing, rather than being outwardly flustered or whatever. So
yeah. But yeah, we need more Savics in game. Maybe get a gold one in there as well. Definitely. Why not?
A Robin Curtis Savick is needed. Okay, moving on.
Yeah,
I said
one.
Crossbow
Hold on.
himself.
How many of these do we have left? Because I have a birthday dinner waiting for me.
Some. Baryon Sweet.
Okay.
3, I think, maximum.
You just go when you gotta go.
I will take my leave of you then. Ta-ra.
Right. See you later.
Love you guys. Have a great
Happy
stream.
Birthday, Otto.
Gladly
Thank you. We love you too.
Happy birthday, dude.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.
In possibly
now you get a chance to talk, Cranky.
You do. My God, he's not continuing. Oh gosh, I've ruined everything. Hang on. And the next up is let's see. I could have gone to bed as well, but no. Baryon Sweep Picard, Crossbow Picard himself. I think everyone wants this crew in the game, like along with Proto Tim Russ. Like this is fun. And this is the best excuse to have a Picard with security, like a huge security primary. And
this
also,
is Patrick Stewart asking the producers, "Can I do some action?" and getting to do it.
Yeah,
it was very action for him, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
Now, I've gotten some shit from Auto, so I'm glad he hasn't. He's not around for this one because he always gives me shit for over-trading. Because I did it for Delta Vega Spock and I think for SETI Alpha 5 Khan. But I feel like these are all appropriate. Like, what do you guys feel about Cranky? Run through these traits and see if any of them. Yeah, because there's a lot going on here. But I feel like it's such an iconic crew and it's so requested that it kind of requires it. I mean, he does a lot of running around in this fucking.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
Equestrian.
I think athletes are for people that are specifically.
Yeah, to be fair, he's going back for his saddle, isn't he?
Yeah. Any accomplished rider has his own saddle idol.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think going back for your saddle and actively riding your saddle is a difference between athlete and desperate.
Musician, I'd say, is probably slightly tenuous because although we know he's a musician, what does he do in that episode to be a musician?
That's fair. That's fair.
Hunter and survivalist, I go with. Jury rigger seems like a stretch. He's not.
Well, he jury rigs the poison arrows and tons of traps on the ship as well.
Yeah.
Like he's the one who steals the little bolt out of the trilithium container as well.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I think he justifies.
What kind of like? Can you imagine taking your car into the MOT? For those that drive, can you imagine taking your car in for an MOT or a service or whatever, and just like, yes, we now have just to wipe it all of organic life. It's just like we just have to sweep it with this giant laser that just could wipe everything out. And just like, well, that's thorough. But what about the oil change? It just seems like a really weird concept. As like, yeah, we're just gonna have to
No, you know what? It's like you've got like a little box of mushrooms sitting on your back seat. And you just watch it disappear.
It's like,
I'll have the oil change, the valet, and the baryon suite, please.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, there's been a case of space COVID. We need to wipe it out.
I mean, that's every pandemic episode, I feel like. But like Voyager 15, like this is actually very similar to Orbital Skydiving Torres now, and I think I did this Picard before her. So, damn you, WRG, you're stealing ideas from my brain.
It's like they're data mining all your info. Like, what do you do with them? Anyway.
Yeah, I'll take the musician and the athlete. Maybe they're a little bit tenuous, but I feel like everything else is pretty much.
That makes sense. This is a cool episode. Proto Tim Russ as well in this. You know, Proto Tuvok. Just what I say.
And we also get a really good female villain. What's her name? Kylie or something like that. I can't remember.
Oh, I can't. Oh God, no, I've forgotten that.
I remember. I only watched the episode last week.
She's a real cold-blooded bitch, and I appreciate that about her. And you get a really good, like, James Bond death. Like, I don't think they'll be going anywhere without this, and then the ship explodes. I think that's a great way to end it.
Yeah.
Not the Enterprise, of course. Stuck in McKinley Station. No, it's McKinley, isn't it? We get a full McKinley Station.
No, it's not McKinley Station.
Is it not McKinley?
It's in...
McKinley Station is where they do the refit and get their new dilithium hatch, which explodes and triggers the drumhead, is what you're thinking of.
Yes, that's right. So where are they in this one, then? Yeah. They're Earth.
They're just space stuff, aren't they?
The Remler array? No. Is it? Am I making that up?
Here we go. Memory Alpha.
It is, in fact, the Remler array. I'm always correct.
Where is that base, then? I thought it was over Earth. Must be another planet.
No, it's way out in space, because they got the aliens around.
That. Oh, okay. I always assumed it was
I think you'd have to be a real fucking moron to try and steal the trilithium resin off the Enterprise D at Earth.
Wait a minute.
Really?
Is this also the one where Data learns how to do
small talk?
Small talk off of that weird commander. Oh my gosh.
I did know that. Did you know?
Yeah. He stood behind that post.
It's like Brent Spiner just mugging it up, having the time of his life. Oh dear.
All right. Next one. Benevolent Zek. Super rare. I would love more Zek variants in this game, absolutely. And I love the episode where he comes onto the station and is like, I'm in love with the prophets.
It's a ton of fun. Yeah, this, for those of you who don't remember, this is the episode where he goes into the wormhole, tries to talk to the prophets, and then the prophets just tweak something in his brain to make him into a...
sense.
Yeah, no, they're like, well, we thought we'd change him so that, like, you know, he was like a better human being, a better Ferengi, I should say, human being. That's racist. And Quark has to go into the wormhole, and I think it's the only other person to have talk to the prophets.
Even Kira
I can't think of anyone else who does it. That's like fucking Kai Wynn, the spiritual leader of her people, just want to listen to her, clockwise in with a runabout front row seat.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
So good.
He convinces... Yeah, no, I wanted to give him some good fun.
Only Quark could convince the prophets that Prophet is the best.
Well, I mean, he talked a Vulcan into the logicalness of giving up the Marquis, so he's actually a real good talker. So I wanted to give him... He's not a great Voyager, but I wanted to give him some lasting value, so I gave him some really good gauntlet rolls, actually.
Oh, you did give him a bit of dip there, didn't you? Definitely.
Yeah. I feel like it makes the most sense. And a little bit of Med, because he's trying to be more nurturing toward the universe. And Caregiver, because he starts caring about the Hyperion beetles, so he keeps on turning into Snuff. Like, I feel like he's just a cuddly version of Zek. Yeah, can you imagine if Wynn had had this treatment? How many problems we could have avoided DS9? Damn.
I'd have wiped out most of the last season.
Yeah, you're not wrong, actually. It's like suddenly everything changed.
Maybe you shouldn't exist anymore.
Send her back to the cast times with that other emissary.
Alright, do we have any more? Oh, we do have, I think this is our last one, Commander Pete Harkins from pretty much any Barclay episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is from Pathfinder, which I watched just recently, and you know what? I really enjoy those Voyager Barclay episodes. They're actually pretty fun. And for those of you who are big into video games, the actor for this character is Sully from Uncharted.
Oh, is he really?
So he actually is. It's really weird. I was like, wow, that's a weird connection, but he is.
Awesome.
And I like this guy because he really does try to get through to Reg, and Reg is just so impenetrable. He really just is not good at it. But yeah, I kind of was thinking.
He tries to even say, come round for dinner, meet the wife, and all that kind of stuff, doesn't he? He even tries to kind of go like, I'm trying to be your friend here. Like, let's try and work this out in a reasonable way. And
yeah, I kind of wish my people at my work were this nice.
I have the opposite. My people at work try to be this nice, and I'm just like, no, I'm just here.
Go away.
I'm here for money. Like,
yeah.
just let me do my job.
Your work people.
Yeah. I don't want to talk to work people. You know nothing of Star Trek.
So what you're saying is, if I worked with you, then you'd love me even more.
Oh, of course I would.
I love you too.
We'd annoy everyone else in the office by making constant Star Trek jokes.
That's true. Oh dear. Yeah. You know, I never actually asked, like, Cranky, what do you do for a living? That you can afford to be an event winner and live that story life.
Where'd you get all this cash for all those free boosts?
I'm a fabricator, welder. I make
things.
Yeah.
Oh, so you do a very
that's real work, that is.
That's real work. That's So you're saying you work in some kind of steel factory?
I do.
Do you work hard and do you play hard? No? Okay.
I do.
Oh, good. Saying that I'm meeting you up for London soon, so that could take a wild turn.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
That's very true. In fact, all three of us should be meeting up at some point. Stars, if you'll kind of come and join us as well.
Group.
This is going to be fun.
CTCon.
For GooseCon, well, for Timelines. I don't know what we can do because, like, Walt Koenig, who's also joining us, me, Stars, Cranky, Seven's joining us, Walt's joining us,
Low Cost
Monkey's joining us. We're all we're going to have
the best helmsman in the fleet.
We've got like a plan. We're going to go to the British Museum. We're going to go for some weird golf stuff. But at some point, I'm like, well, maybe we should just do some recording of something at some point. But
something funny, definitely.
We'll have to do something funny if we're not collapsed or drunk because apparently this golf course allows drinking. So that's me fucked.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's going to be fun. That's going to be a lot of fun. But that's happening like in a month. I can't wait. It's going to be good.
I'm looking forward to it.
I really am.
Yeah. I'll be able to annoy you in person, imagine that.
Yeah. Hey,
awesome.
No one going to be more annoying than me at that weekend.
Oh boy.
Actually, to be fair, it's going to be a 7 meeting. We're just going to be bitching at each other the whole time.
Just like opening our fucking like phones. Look at this shit. Look at this behold. Can you believe this?
Yes, there'll be like some mad deal. I was like, I've got 50 holster open. Let's do it. It's like, are you playing golf? No, we've got more important things to do. No, we're here in London to enjoy shit. No, timelines. Nothing like that. No, It should be fun. I'm actually really looking forward to it. But for context, for people that don't realise, there was supposed to be a Star Trek convention in London at the time, Destination London. We all booked tickets to say, let's go. And then they cancelled the convention. By this point, we'd already arranged hotels and train tickets. It's like, well, we're not wasting those, so let's have a Timelines Talks meetup. So if one is a Londoner and you're around on the 1st of October, let us know. We'll come meet up with us. We'll do something. It should be fun. But on that note, Cranky, any last words or shout outs before we sign off the show?
I'll give a shout out to my awesome fleet, Suncoast. They're just a bunch of brilliant people. Throughout that whole weekend of tapping for the event, the amount of support and the encouragement I got from them it's brilliant. Love them.
You seem like they're a load of good eggs, and to be fair, you picked them, so I'd hope so.
You did. You were the fleet admiral. I would say Suncoast Star has risen high very lately. You've got a load of good people on there, and it's good fun. I say me being part of your Discord. Like, I think I was in the fleet, and then you kicked me out.
Well, you were part of the fleet for a little while, yeah.
Yeah, I was part of the fleet, and then you went, "You're not doing anything for like a month." I'm like, "Yeah, can't be asked." I think it was one of my old.
Sounds like idle. I can relate.
Yeah, someday they'll realise I haven't played this game in about 6 years, but I can't play this. But yeah, no, Suncoast are a great fleet for anyone that's interested in looking at a fleet to join. These guys are great. Absolutely would endorse them at any round. But I think it's time to wrap up because this has been our longest show. We're at 3.5 hours. A good lord! Like,
wow!
Yeah, this has been one of the longest shows in a while. So
3 beers in on a weeknight.
Oh
boy, you're gonna be feeling that.
Because I'm going from the keg, I've kind of lost count. So yeah, I've got work in the morning. But anyway, never mind. Anyone interested, thank you to everyone that submitted in the giveaway and gave us a first trial. We'll probably run that again. We'll do another giveaway in the future. Probably not next time, but because it costs money to do that. We are not sponsored by anyone, so that's coming out of our own pockets. So we will probably do them maybe in a month or a couple of months or so. We'll do another giveaway.
It comes out of that Timelines money that they pay, the WRG money.
Exactly.
Yeah, all that shill money.
Yeah.
I wish. Well, yeah. After today, I don't think there's any chance of that happening.
Ben's cutting the account.
So come join our Discord. We've got a whole... I've actually planned out the next 2 months worth of stuff we're doing over the next few Wednesdays. We'll probably throw a chill stream in there. I'll probably do some game streams, so keep an eye out. I'll have a look at the announcements, which I spam with the everyone tag. Probably a bit too much, and I do apologise for that, but I kind of want your attention, so this is what we're doing. So I have shame, but no shames. Yes, thank you, Smock Teleheli. It will make you a shillionaire. I love that, a shillionaire. That's a good term. I really love that.
Wow.
Keep an eye on the Discord and keep an eye on everything else. But we will see you next time. And as always, ta-ra.